Hi. Hi.
Hi.
Okay, I was like, Sarah! No!
Hello.
Hello! Hi, Shady.
Whoa, whoa,
Okay, I gotta turn this music down. Oh, why thank you. I was trying to look hip for a hip topic.
I just have toxic tea.
Toxic tea for a toxic
TikTok podcast episode.
I got my bear
I got
matcha.
a lot of I love matcha so much. I love matcha.
Know.
It's everything.
Dude, because I gave up caffeine for Lent, right? Starbucks
Yeah.
has their lavender matcha right now, and I'm so sad.
Aw.
So sad. Plus, they have a cherry chai. I'm so sad. I miss caffeine.
I haven't had matcha. Oh my gosh. Sorry guys, I'm so tired. So if I'm low energy, Lila's carrying us today.
Oh boy.
Um. I haven't had like Starbucks matcha since I stopped working at my last job.
Oh, yeah. Makes sense.
Gotta buy some to make at home.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I turned the stream on and I can hear you on stream, but you're not in Discord. I don't understand.
I don't know, man.
I can't hear you. I saw your mouth moving and I was like, she's talking.
That's so weird. Well, you did say that Discord was having issues earlier, so I don't know.
Yeah. Well, if I don't respond to you, just assume that it's because it's not being picked up, and you just need to repeat yourself. Unfortunately.
Okay.
Because I looked over at the stream and I watched your mouth move and I was like, "There's no way." So I unmuted it, and you were yapping.
Oh no.
I could hear your clinkety clacks too of your whatever bowl you're using.
Oh yeah, I just finished eating.
Yeah.
I got my water.
We had
though.
pizza today.
Ooh.
Yeah, my aunt was celebrating. You know my mom's sister.
Oh.
She had a like breathalyzer thing in her car because she had a drinking problem, and she finally got it taken out today after like years and years and years and years. So now she is no longer like regulated. She gets to just drive like a normal being.
Oh, that's exciting. Good for her.
So we had pizza. We had pizza. Pizza.
Oh, I was gonna say pizza, daddy.
Oh no. Gotta go Mary Kate and Ashley. Pizza. Give me pizza. They put some nasty ass shit on that.
Yeah, like mashed potatoes and like.
Yeah, sardines.
Yeah.
Someone says like a whole can of whipped cream or some shit. I don't remember, but it was nasty.
Whipped cream or.
Kids are gross.
Yeah. No, that was disgusting. But if you think about it,
Yeah, exciting pizza.
Checks out, because in middle school, definitely some gross concoctions were made during lunch and were passed around the lunch table.
I mean, I don't know if I ever like contributed or participated in such things. I do remember someone put a potato wedge in my milk.
Ew.
And I drank it and almost choked.
Oh no. Someone tricked me into eating a green onion, and then I developed trust issues.
Ew.
Yeah, it was terrible.
That's so mean.
Dude, I'm gonna. Actually, I don't know if you'd know this person because they were in my letter, not yours. But.
Oh, probably not.
No, you might.
I only really knew. Well, let's see. Yeah, send it to me. Wait, wasn't she a dancer?
If she was, I'd be surprised. but maybe she
What was her ethnicity?
I think white. I mean, she had a light
Okay.
tan, but well, you know
I
what?
think
She might have
maybe
been
I know.
mixed. She might have been mixed. Well, I don't know if she had the same dad as her older sister.
I know someone with that first name, but I don't know if that's the one I'm thinking of.
I'm pretty sure she's in one of my many cringy middle school photos on Facebook.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, she was a dancer. I'm pretty sure.
Was she really?
Or maybe she was in softball.
That sounds more like her.
I don't know. I did so many sports that I kind of like forget which
Or
ones
no,
it
I think she
would have
might have
been.
done soccer.
Oh, I think it was soccer. Yeah. Because we played soccer together. That's how I knew her. Yeah. I know her.
Yeah, no, she gave me.
She was a bit strange, but you know.
She was. I was very.
Oh yeah, but her sister. I remember her sister. Yeah, I think they did have different dads.
Yeah.
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 Okay, we've concluded that I do know who you're talking about.
This is the real tea.
Yeah, this is the real tea.
Do you like my?
We have some crazy stories. Yeah, I love the matcha bear. I love bears, and I love matcha.
I can send you the bear.
I killed a bear in my Minecraft world.
No.
To be fair, it was attacking me, so it had to be killed, but you know, that's sometimes just has to happen.
That's so sad. How dare you kill a bear? How dare
There's
you
also
kill
raccoons in this world. Oh, I gotta send you the picture of the raccoon. Let me find it.
Okay.
I sent it to. Let me see where. Oh my gosh! I sent too many messages. Stop.
I should befriend more bear VTubers, but at the same time, I feel like I hardly have time to speak with friends I have now.
Okay, here you go. Here's the raccoon that is in my Minecraft world.
Oh my god,
and that's
that is
it
the
begging
cutest
for
thing I've ever
berries.
seen.
I know! It's so cute! I fed it berries.
Aww.
And then he splashed his little paws in the water puddle. So cute. Iconic.
That's so good.
Yeah.
That's adorable. I love that.
Wow. I'm gonna be yawning all frickin' stream, bro. This sucks.
Ew. I hope not. No, I feel like I yawn all the time.
I mean, yeah, we yawn anyways every stream, but I just feel like it's gonna be more for me today.
Yeah.
All right, shall we begin our intro?
Why did I think today was Wednesday? I worked today. It was not Wednesday.
It's Wednesday, my dude.
It is very much not so Wednesday. Okay, are we ready?
I'm ready. You begin the intro.
Are you ready, guys? Yeah! Pause like Dora.
Yeah!
Pause like Dora.
Yeah. Wait an awkward amount of time. We've already said it like 3 times. Then she's finally like, yeah! Let's get started. Do you know where the red barn is? No, it's not there. And then you're like, I chose the right one. It is there.
Dora, you're blind!
Exactly. So I felt playing the Dora video games. Sorry. Okay, go again. Start again.
everyone! Welcome back to Series of Geektasticevents, the show where we dive into anything and everything that interests us, including brain rot.
And today, we're diving into the chaotic, addictive, strangely educational, and occasionally unhinged world of TikTok.
Yes, the app that was once known for lip-syncing teens and now somehow teaches us everything from how to do our taxes to how to make a feta pasta we'll never actually cook.
It's the place where you can become famous for dancing, ranting, or just staring into the camera with dramatic music playing behind you.
So how did TikTok become the unofficial headquarters of Gen Z? Trend-setting, and niche communities you didn't know existed, like frogcore or cleaning influencers with cult followings.
We're talking about famous fandoms, viral chaos, and why we keep telling ourselves just one more video at 2 a.m. in the morning.
Let's scroll. Let's get into it.
It's hard because I can't hear you. I didn't hear any of the beginning of that, so I was like waiting for you to. It never came.
We were supposed to say
let's get into it.
We were supposed to say let's get into it together, guys. Let's get into it.
Get into it. Let's get into the news.
Yes, I knew I was thinking of something. Also, This is Season 3, Episode 5.
Yes, indeed, a Rooney.
The tea is hot. TikTok and all its drama. Plays with...
What is TikTok, Sero? No, Lila? I said my own name. What is TikTok, Lila? Guys, I'm so tired.
I'm crying. Glad you asked, Sero. TikTok is a short-form video platform where users create and share videos that are usually 15 seconds to 3 minutes long, though recently videos can go up to 10 minutes because apparently attention spans are optional now. The content ranges from dance challenges, lip syncs, to cooking hacks, rants, comedy skits, conspiracy theories, and oddly satisfying cleaning videos, and everything in between. What makes TikTok special is its algorithm.
Ooh. Oh, I was gonna say ooh after algorithm.
I can't read algorithm.
Ooh.
The For You page. This magical, slightly creepy feed serves up videos it thinks you'll like based on how long you watch, what you interact with, and probably what your soul craves at 1 a.m. Unlike other platforms where you mostly see people you follow, TikTok constantly introduces you to new creators, trends, and content, which is how someone with 12 followers can suddenly go viral overnight. That's what happened with the...
Yeah, with your voice smell.
Voice smell. Oh my god.
Which I still have never done.
That, dude, your TikTok will pop up. Let's see. I went from, because that was my first video, so I went from, like, 4 followers to over 1,000 within, like, a few days. That was crazy. Yeah, I get unwanted messages on TikTok. Basically,
you're wholesome.
I'm wholesome! Basically, TikTok is a... There's no A there! TikTok is part entertainment, part discovery, part black hole, and it's changing the way we consume content, connect with others, and define what it means to be internet famous. I'm sorry. So that's TikTok, for those of you living under a rock.
I can't hear you. It's just silent.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, what is she saying? She's moving her mouth.
Oh no.
It's alright. We'll figure it out. We'll deal.
Well, I said that's TikTok, for those of you who live under a rock.
Perfect.
So, how today's episode is going to be broken down is we're basically going to talk about different TikTok fandoms and about the fandoms. And of course, we got some tea with certain fandoms. And yeah, basically there's a fandom for anything and everything that you can think of. Like frogs and witches and cleaning and any fandom, anime or music or book.
K-pop for sure.
Yes, the K-pop talk, if you want to call it that. Trad wives. Food talk.
Water talk. Cake talk.
There's even OnlyFans talk. Well, technically OnlyFans stuff isn't allowed, but OnlyFans creators make TikTok to advertise their OnlyFans. So
yeah.
There's red pill, blue pill. Yeah, anything and everything. It's on there. Skibbity toilet.
Yes, that also counts.
Oh god. Did I tell you that I heard a kid IRL, like a kid who looked like he was a preteen, maybe between 10 to 13, say skibbity toilet the other day? Like IRL. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Crazy. Oh, Minecraft, TikTok. There's just, yeah, anything and everything. It's on there. TikTok drama. It's real. Celebrity drama, TikTok drama, it's all on TikTok. It's all there.
It's all there, folks.
It's all there. The Selena Gomez versus Hailey Bieber feud.
Oh my gosh. Don't even get started.
The 7-part series of Hailey Bieber being in like a ton of pictures of when they were kids in the background.
I saw that. Very weird.
I was like, oh my god. Did you see that recently? There was this person who sounds really similar to Justin Bieber when they sing, and they made a song. Hold up, I gotta pull. Okay, guys, this isn't what I was gonna talk about today, but this is somewhat in the realm of what we're talking about, so it's not a complete derail. Benny Justin Bieber song.
Ayo, Benny.
There we go.
Believe me, if I was with Selena, I would still be treating her better than you, Benny. I love Hailey, but if I was with Selena, I would still be treating her better than you. Benny Blanco.
So this is Hope Goodwin 12.
Thought we all had moved on. Benny Blanco. Seeing all your videos kinda hurts me down low. Cause Benny, You gotta believe me.
BuzzFeed even commented on this.
Yeah, if I was whistling,
10 out of 10 would stream unironically.
Better than you, Benny. Oh, I love Haley.
There's certain parts where he really does, or when she really does sound like Justin, but I don't know.
Somebody said Benny Blanco has an hour to respond.
It's all a joke.
It's all a joke.
It's all a joke.
None of it's real.
Somebody was like, I honestly, when I first heard it, because I wasn't, like, it wasn't, unironically, it wasn't on TikTok that I heard it. It was YouTube. I was listening to a T channel. And so when I heard the song, the person who was talking about it didn't say it wasn't Justin. They waited until after. So when I first heard it, I was like, holy shit.
You were like...
But then, like, halfway through, because those of you who don't know, I was a huge Justin Bieber fan back in the day. Not really as much now. But I was a huge Bieber fan back in the day.
Baby era. One Less Lonely Girl era. That was, you were big. You were big into the Biebs.
The first 2 albums for sure. Number 3.
One Less Lonely Girl. One Less Lonely Girl.
Baby was the big one on the second.
Now it's like baby.
The ludicrous rap. I had that down. I felt so cool.
It's like when I was 13. Is that what it?
Yeah.
16? 13? When I was 16. No, I think it's 13. Is it? No, let me see.
Wait, now you're messing me up.
Baby rap. Let's see.
Benny Blanco.
Yeah, it's when I was 13. I had my first love. There was nobody to compare to my baby, and nobody came between us if it ever come above. She had me going crazy. Oh, I was starstruck.
She woke me up daily. Don't need no Starbucks.
She made my heart pound. It's gonna beat when I see her on the street and
at school on the playground. When I really want to see her on the weekend.
I really want to see her on the weekend.
She got me.
Bruh. We used to rap that shit all the time. But the fact that Ludacris was on this track is wild. It is wild to this day.
He had... Oh, crap. It wasn't just Ludacris. Oh, who was on Eeny Meeny? He had another popular song on that album. Eeny Meeny.
Eminem. And I was like, baby, oh.
Who was on the song? No, not Eminem.
It's E.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, Eeny Meeny. Oh, Sean Kingston.
Yeah, Sean Kingston.
My way to beautiful girl.
So, like, he had quite a few big names on his second album.
Interesting.
Oh, the Never Say Never era.
Never say never. Oh, yeah, when Jaden Smith.
Yeah. I had a huge crush on Jaden Smith, too.
I remember when we were, like, growing up, we were, like, trying to figure out his age, and he was, like, a year younger than us or something, I think.
Well, now I need to look up how old he is.
Now I have Never Say Never stuck in my head.
Thanks! It's gonna be stuck in my head.
He's only a couple months younger than you.
Oh, shit.
You're younger than me.
Yeah. His birthday's in July. Mine's in March. Okay. Yeah, you're right. I'm only a few months older than him. Damn, Willow
the ship
Smith
has
is
sailed, but
now?
Yeah.
I personally don't find him attractive anymore.
You've grown out of
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But like good on Jaden for like his fashion choices and stuff. Love that.
Yeah.
But yeah, not for me. Okay.
Anyways.
Yeah,
oh no.
Anyways. Hold up.
My model is freezing. What in the world?
No. Anyway.
Anyway.
I don't even remember. Okay, since we were just talking about that, I do have a couple things I want to say real quick. Okay.
Yeah.
You can have your Team Haley or Team Selena or whatever. I know what I am. But I would just love to say, like, there is something going on with Justin, and I don't know, man. Like, I can't tell if he's really, like, mentally, like, just fucked up right now, or if he's, like, doing all of this because he has a fashion line coming out.
Maybe. Could be. Very Kanye West of him, but...
Yeah. I honestly, like, with everything that's been going on, all I can think of is Kanye West. Like, that's what he's reminding me of. And then, like, I feel bad that Haley is constantly being, like, compared to Selena or, like, ridiculed. But you gotta admit, Homegirl's done some weird things. Like, she's in a lot of those photos.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to, like...
Yeah, and she's copied Selena a lot. Like, uncannily, word for word, or, like, look for look, copied. Like, allegedly. I forgot she's going on a sue spree of people.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Allegedly. In Minecraft.
Yep. In Minecraft. So, but Benny and Selena are a really cute couple. They really are. I've loved their tour.
I've loved their press run for the album.
Yeah. Yep. And I listened to the album. I really like the album. There's some songs I like more than others. I really like a few of them though, like Stained. I love Stained. And I'm blanking on names now. Hold up.
Someone younger, hotter than me. I think that's what one of them's called.
Yeah, I do like that song.
I like the one that has Gracie Abrams in it as well.
Oh, yeah. See,
I haven't listened to the full album yet,
out
so...
of all the songs on the album, I do like the Gracie Abrams one, but it's probably one of my more least favorites compared to some of the other ones.
Yeah.
Call Me When You Break Up. Oh, that's the Gracie Abrams one.
Call me when you break up. Na 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 na. Na na make up.
Younger and Hotter Than Me, I do really like.
Call me when you break up.
How Does It Feel to Be Forgotten? I really like. Oh, Scared of Loving You. Scared of Loving You is probably one of my favorite songs on this album.
I've heard that one.
Scared of Loving You and Stained are probably some of my favorite songs on the album. I did like How Does It Feel to Be Forgotten? There's that Ojos Tristes song. That's Spanish one. I said
Sad Eyes.
Yeah, Sad Eyes. I Said I Love You First isn't a song, it's like her little album introduction thing, and that's like so heartfelt. And like I wanted to cry when I first heard it. It was so cute.
Yeah, that one is very good.
Also, about Call Me When You Break Up, Selena said that was about like
Taylor Swift is what people are speculating.
What people are, yeah, because she did say it was about a friend, and people are saying Taylor Swift, which I could see. Like, yeah. I think that's cute. So, the two songs.
She said that Taylor listens to all of her songs on the album and like kind of gives her feedback and stuff. Like honest feedback, criticisms, like changes that she thinks should be made, and that helps a lot. So Taylor's like kind of a part of the writing process.
Did you know that there's a Taylor Swift song that people say is actually about like the Hailey Selena situation?
No. This is just the Tea podcast. This is not even TikTok.
Well, I mean, like, all of this circulates on TikTok. That's, like, you know, how it gets around, so.
Mm-hmm.
What song? I can't remember which song it was. What song did Taylor make about Justin and Hailey Selena? People think that Taylor Swift is confronting Justin Bieber over his treatment with one of her songs, and this is why. Okay, well, I just want to know the song name that people are talking about. Not about... I know about the breakup, I know about everything, okay? Hailey making fun of Selena's eyebrows. Like, I know. I know about Taylor and Selena being besties. I know Taylor hated Justin. I know all of this. Damn, this article is long as hell. Just give me the song name! Wait. No, just give me the song name! Don't analyze all the lyrics without giving me the song! Oh, is it Question? Is that what it is? Okay, yep. So, Question from, is this one from her newest album? The Tortured Poets Department? It's been forever since I've actually listened to that album. No! This one's from Midnights, I think. Hold up, I gotta get this wrong. I don't need people coming at me.
You gotta get this right.
I am a Taylor Swift fan. But not like... I don't... My sister would be yelling at me right now for not knowing this. Come on. I can only go as fast as my internet. From which album? Okay, it is Midnights. Okay, it's Midnights. Yeah, because she says, like, good girl, sad boy, big city, wrong choices. Basically, it's the lyrics. And people are, like, theorizing that she wrote it because of everything that was going on. So.
Yeah.
But, you know, obviously, could be total bullshit. So, yeah, that's what I have to say on that. That's what I have to say on that.
That's the tea on that.
That's the tea on that.
No yawning.
I'm sorry. Okay, book talk!
Book talk. First
like, subgroups I heard about on TikTok was Book Talk, and holy cow.
Yeah.
Book Talk is something else, man. Something else. I feel like Book Talk
it's overrun by the dark romance Book Talk people, I think, a little bit.
Yeah. And here's the thing.
It's like all I see.
I love dark romance, but I feel like some of these Book Talk girlies out there bring it to a new level.
A whole nother level. Yeah.
Like, I'm a fangirl. Like, I'm a fangirl. It's no secret I read a ton of fan fiction and stuff. Like, yeah. But, like, they really bring it up a level. This is like K-pop, like, K-pop fandom.
This is this is porn without plot, fanfic-esque dark romance.
Yeah.
Some of it.
Yeah.
With all the trigger warnings sometimes, also, and they're just, like, very into it, and I'm like, okay.
Somebody recommended 50 Shades of Grey to me. They said that there's actually, like, a really good plot in the book.
No. That's not true.
That's not true.
I mean, there's plot, but, like, it's not written well. It's Twilight fan fiction.
Yeah.
And, like, you can tell that it's Twilight fan fiction.
Oh, yeah. Like, I knew it was Twilight
fan fiction. I have read them. They're not, like, the worst piece of media I've ever read. Like, definitely the Dora erotica that I just read, like, a month ago was way worse than that, but it wasn't good.
I, like, kind of want to read it just to, like...
Oh, no, you should read it. Just don't, like, go into it thinking it's gonna be, like, yeah, gonna be wonderful. But I think it's a fun read in terms of, like, it's cringy, you can laugh at it, you can be like, dude, that's so unrealistic, or...
Yeah.
I mean, I will say, there's, like... there's some trigger warnings you should probably know beforehand, because it does talk about, like, you know, sexual abuse of children, and...
Oh, shit. Okay. I did hear that the main guy
they don't take
has,
it
like, a dark past
super seriously. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not taken very seriously, so...
Ew.
Yeah.
That sucks. I heard there's a version from his point of view that goes more into his
Gray.
past. Yeah.
Yeah. Gray's pretty good, actually. I did like the behind-the-scenes shit. I read a lot of books that are not written well, but that are, like, still fun to read, and those are one of those.
Okay.
Also, the Pretty Little Liars series. You should read those. They are ridiculous.
Really?
Yeah, you should read the Pretty Little Liars series. Those I think you would love, because they're like so cringy teenage, like, drama books, but they still have, like, mystery, and they're still, like, ridiculously fun.
See,
Gossip Girl, on the other hand, is just ridiculously bad. So I wouldn't recommend reading those. Those aren't very good in my opinion, but
I feel like those would have been books I would have loved in, like, middle school. Or, like,
I think you would have liked, like, Vampire Diaries over those two. Because Vampire Diaries is, like, not as well written as some of, like, the teenage books, but at least has interesting plot.
I loved the Vampire Diaries show.
Yeah. It's different. In the book, she has a little sister who's, like, a baby, and she's blonde.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. It's very different.
Have you heard of Vampire Academy?
Yes! I read those, and also, I loved them. They were not, like, the best writing, but they are just, you know, YA vampire books, and they're so good.
I did really like those.
Did you watch the movie?
I did!
See, I wanted them to make more because that movie was freaking good.
I was gonna say, I can't remember how good the movie was or not, but I probably loved it.
Oh, I loved it as a kid. As watching it as an adult, I was like, oh, this is actually not that good. But if they would have kept going, I think it could have been really good.
Sad they didn't.
Especially the actors that they found to play the main two, the two girls. Like, they were perfect, in my opinion.
Dude, I loved that series. I barely remember it, but I loved it.
I need to reread it. I really want to reread it now.
I was a huge... I don't think you read this series. I was a huge Daughter of the Moons fan.
Oh, yeah, you've talked to me about it. I have some of the books, but I've never read them.
And then it goes into... It intertwines with Sons of the Dark, which is another series the author did. Like a 4-book series. Daughter of the Moons is like 12 or 13 books. And then Sons of the Dark was like 4. And it like interweaves into it halfway through. And one of the guys, because it's 4 books, 4 guys, and it's like, 4 girls, I think, in 12 books or something, and like one of the guys gets with one of the girls too. It's like, it's a whole thing, and I lived for it. That is still, like, I don't know how the writing is, like, I haven't gone back and read it in a long time, so I don't actually know how, like, good it is or isn't. But, oh my god, I was obsessed. One of the reasons why I think I got into Greek mythology, because, like, it's basically the daughters of Selene, the moon goddess, and, like, part of the reason why I was so obsessed with her. I love her. Though she doesn't really have anything to do with the books. So. But yeah, no, I love
Did you ever
series.
finish reading the Mortal Instruments series?
No, I didn't. On a pause right now. Right now. I was
What about... Yeah, which one did you leave off on?
Shit. I'd have to go back and check. I can't remember if it was the 2nd or 3rd book.
Okay. Yeah. Did you ever read The 9 Lives of Chloe King?
No, but I actually own it. I never read it.
Oh my god! It's so good.
I own it, but I never read it.
I loved it.
I think it was my uncle that gave that to me.
I loved it. They also had a show which was pretty good, but they canceled it. So
I remember I never really watched the show, but I remember like seeing like commercials for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dang. There's a girl that a person we used to be friends with. Her and I were friends with in middle school and part of high school. Well, kind of. I feel like it was mostly middle school. But, she read so many books, and I feel like you and her would have gotten along really well.
Mm-hmm.
Here, I'll send you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Especially all the vampire and young
yeah.
adult, like, yeah. Oh, book talk!
Book talk!
See, it's somewhat relevant. We're still talking about books, guys. That's the whole point of book talk. See? So, book talk is basically... How would you describe book talk?
Okay, so there's 2 avenues, right? There's the book talk where they talk about the books, review the books, recommend the books. Mm-hmm. And there's the other side of book talk where people read lines from the book in like a performative way. a lot of the dark romance ones are like just random dudes that either are voice actors for books, like audiobook voice actors.
Oh, cool.
Or they're just randoms that know they have a nice voice that'll read book talk books on TikTok.
It's a trap.
So those are like the two avenues. But it's really anything that has to do with books. It could be character ships. It could be, like I said, book recommendations, book reviews, bookshelf tours, like just book lists of like my top 5 genre books, whatever the genre is.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a whole lot. Book talk encompasses quite a bit.
Yeah, I've seen a few librarians on there too.
Mm-hmm.
Goes to Barnes and...
You can even get like cosplayers on there.
Really?
Yeah, for book characters.
I love that. Okay. So... Oh, crap. I was trying to find... There's this TikTok I reference. But I don't know if I can find the original one. Oh, God. Okay. I'm sorry. I guess there's a bunch of them. Okay. I'll get to it. I'll get to it. So, I'm gonna talk about one specific thing of book talk. Sarah's gonna talk about book talk too. I wanted to bring up biker talk, which is basically just like motorcycle guys on TikTok. Okay? And holy shit, book talk girlies love these guys, okay? Because, like, they're cool, mysterious, wearing leather, riding on a motorcycle, just like their dark romance fantasy guy. Honestly, though, I fall for this trope too, okay? But I'm not over here stalking people's pages. Okay, so basically, all the dark romance lovers are fangirling over bikers, motorcycle guys, on TikTok. There are a lot of guys who will play into it too, because they love the attention and stuff. And then, of course, there are people who don't, that just want to talk about their damn motorcycles. And they hate it. They hate it so much. Now, here's the thing. It's all fun and games until you get minors involved. Right, Sero?
Mm-hmm.
So here's some drama. Well, I don't know, he's a minor, so I don't even know if I should actually say his handle or not. So there's this 16-year-old boy on TikTok whose videos are mostly dedicated to his motorcycle. He wears a helmet in all of his TikToks to keep his identity, you know? Which is good, because, you know, he's a minor anyway. He doesn't need, like, all these weirdo randos stalking him and shit. Well, anyway, he makes a lot of content about his bike. And his age, oh, yeah. I put this in quotation, or parentheses. His age, that he's 16, is in his TikTok bio. Okay, it's there. It's in his bio. So, after posting a video of himself with the Hunger Games books, showing them as something he likes to read, some book talkers found him and latched onto it hard. His TikToks went up in viewership number... I can't read, guys, I'm sorry. His TikToks basically went up, like, a ton, like tenfold, in views and comments and everything.
Likes.
And they were full of women who were admittedly, like, old enough to be his mother. Like, you know, middle-aged... We're not middle-aged. Young and middle-aged women over the age of 18. And then some that were making some really, like, inappropriate comments on his content. And then there was even one video that shows him reacting to the comment book talk. What? Okay, I worded weirdly. Basically there were other people like commenting like keep him innocent and things like that. But
this reminds me of Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
Bringing it full circle again.
Yeah. But it was clear that some of these comments were definitely like sexualized. And others were they were recommending him dark romances to read, not young adult, but like full-blown dark romances.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, he's 16.
He is underage.
Kid. Yeah. But yeah, and it's like, again, it's fun until you do stuff like this. There's a line that should not be crossed, and it's always with minors, guys.
Always.
Minors. And when it does get crossed, intentionally, not intentionally, I don't know. I feel like with this, there's intentionally is like you can't do it unintentionally. His fucking age was, there. Yeah, no, it's not okay. It's not okay. So, yeah. But on the brighter side of Book Talk, there have been some of the guys that, like, will play into it or think it's, like, funny. There's quite a few bikers going to Barnes & Noble or, like, Book Talk girlies finding bikers in the wild at Barnes & Noble.
Yeah. I've seen those.
I can't find the one I was thinking of. I guess I'll, like, show one or two.
An example.
Yo, have you read this book?
Oh. Haunting Aid Line? Of course I have. By H.D. Carwilla to Detubidine.
Not all of these erotic romances that I used to sell at my old job.
Oh, of course.
Haunting Adeline was way too popular.
Yo, have you read this one?
Oh. That's definitely right. Yo, check this one.
Oh, Asape. I've read this, yeah.
Asape?
Yo,
I've heard a lot about this
one. Of course.
I have not read it, but I've heard a lot.
Dude, we sold out of Icebreaker like 3 times.
Do you think I'd like it?
Where is it?
Probably. I don't think I would like it, but I think he would like it.
I'm a huge, like, figure skater hockey player trope, because obviously that's my real relationship.
Yeah.
Oh. Yo. Have you read this one?
Oh. Who Kid? My favorite.
What did you just finish, Matt? What book did you just finish?
Oh, hello, Matt. I don't suggest reading these books.
Any of these. No. Kind of sticking with the same theme. Romance combining with Harry Potter. We gotta talk about it. Harry Potter TikTok, Draco Talk was huge.
It was.
Especially during COVID. Like, that stuff was going crazy. Everyone was cooped up. They were sick of being cooped up. They wanted to escape. And you know how people escape? Shifting realities.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Me and Lila talked about that when it was, like, in the, like, as it was happening. Harry Potter especially was big on this, but other fandoms as well. But it very much was, like, started or, like, heightened by the Harry Potter fandom. So, shifting. Reality shifting is when someone attempts to shift their consciousness or awareness to an alternate reality. This is done using techniques like meditation, visualization, and scripting. And there's 2 big methods that these TikTok shifters would teach their audience. Alice in Wonderland, which is basically visualizing yourself falling down the rabbit hole from Alice in Wonderland. And as you're falling into the different reality using visualization again, meditation. The other method that people would use is the elevator method, which is, you can probably tell, you get on an elevator. You start out in your own reality in an elevator, and as you get higher and higher, you focus in on that desired reality you want to go to. And once you hit the top floor, you open the elevator doors to find yourself in another reality.
Dun, dun, dun.
These other realities are often book realities, which is why it is highly related to book talk, and especially like Draco talk, Harry Potter talk. But it can also be like just new creations that you made up yourself, like fantasies you have about your real life, like a bunch of other things.
Like fan
but a lot of the time it is going to be fictional characters, worlds from books and movies and TV shows. So that was huge within book talk, specifically Draco talk, which eventually became Harry Potter talk. And people were not having it when they were saying that this thing that people were doing was not real. It was just lucid dreaming, or it wasn't even real at all. They were all lying. People came with what they thought was receipts. They were very adamant that this CIA document that was declassified in 2003 proved that reality shifting was real. So this CIA document, it was written in 1983, so during the Cold War, and it was written specifically to combat a similar study that was being done by the Soviet Union. And they really wanted to focus in on hypnosis and mind control. You could kind of, think about why during the Cold War. And it wasn't really it wasn't a very good study. It had no control groups. There wasn't really any way to like even measure what they were measuring. Like, it wasn't a valid study, but the shifters ran with it. And so now, even like today, people still are like, there's a CIA document that says it's real. But that's kind of a whole nother side of TikTok, honestly, because there is just shifting TikTok, but there's also shifting TikTok within the Harry Potter TikTok fandom. Specifically Draco talk, which those are the videos that I want you to look up, because Draco talk ones go wild.
There's those one girl who looks exactly like him, and they actually did a collab together. Should I just do Draco Malfoy or Draco talk?
It's literally Draco talk. Yeah, it's literally just Draco talk.
My Lila
and there they are.
Is gonna be really interesting.
The fan cams. Fan cams are also a big thing in book talk world. In any talk world, actually.
Yeah. Let's do the 5.1 mil. Ah! He's in this one!
Okay.
I'm
ready.
Here we go. I'm sorry. That was funny. It was so quick, but okay. Tom is. I love Tom.
Tom is a character. Great. He's so funny.
Oh yeah, I did hear that about Sanji and Naruto.
Oh yeah, the one that you're on right now, this is an example of people would insert themselves, edit themselves into the Harry Potter scenes, act them out as if this was like, you know.
That was loud. My bad. Wait, as you were saying?
As if they were like in the film. As if they were in the film. Okay, there we go. Now play it.
Okay. Oh my god!
This is so dramatic.
I can't! Oh my god. Damn! It was just a summer thing! Damn! Damn!
So as you can see, this is from 2020. Okay. This is at the end of the first year of COVID.
Damn.
So, like I said, this was really big during COVID, guys. Like,
somewhat. It's 5 a.m. I shouldn't be crying.
I wanted to look up like shifting or something and see if we can find something about shifting.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, your For You is gonna be wild.
It is. Not as wild as people getting boy smell on their For You. Okay. Should I have just done shifting in general? Or...
Either one.
I don't know what to click on. Oh, I really don't want to pause to read.
Just do that one. Always pulls my chair out for me. Always gets food out from around my mouth. Oh my gosh, why is it going so fast?
Always waits outside of
Always
the
waits
toilet
outside the toilet for me.
Reads me to sleep when I'm stressed.
Reads me to sleep. Buys me a candle every time he goes to the shops. Runs me a bath when he knows I've had a stressful day. So these are all things that this person experienced while they were quote unquote shifting into the Harry Potter world.
Yeah.
So a lot of people shift to fulfill romantic fantasies or intimate fantasies with characters in books, characters in shows, movies, and even people in real life.
Honestly,
it's a really interesting. Writers. I really do think it's just lucid dreaming, personally, but yeah. I still think it's cool. Lucid dreaming is cool to me.
Lucid dreaming is cool.
I've never lucid dreamed.
I wish I lucid dreamed instead of
nightmares. Yeah,
nightmares. But what's it called? Sleep paralysis. I'd rather have lucid dreaming.
There you go. I was trying to say.
Ooh, I hate sleep paralysis.
Yeah.
I wonder... I'm just gonna do shifting in general and see
what pops up.
Draco!
Gosh, the fact that... Wait, it didn't work. Wow. I was gonna say...
Oh, here's an old guy. Curious.
Yeah. Click on him.
Okay.
Hello, the old shifter here at Red Sulphur Saga.
Okay.
I have been asked to explain shifting.
Yeah.
How can I explain shifting to my friends, because I don't quite have the language. So I will try. It's not easy.
There you go, Matt.
Shifting is moving out of this common reality that you're in into another reality. People do it by way of falling asleep in this reality and then waking up in another reality. Once you come into this other reality, it is entirely real. You're experiencing that you're living in another world. It is completely three-dimensional. When you touch it, you can feel it. When you touch the grass, you can feel it. You can smell things. You can see things. You're in another world. This other world is experienced as entirely real. There are many methods to get into this other world. I will not talk about the methods.
Let's listen to the sage
as
here.
As you are in this other world, you can stay in it and you can start to communicate with other presences, with other beings, with other people in this other world. Now, some people do this for entertainment, like many people go to Hogwarts and hang out there. And Hogwarts is then entirely real. It's a completely real world that they're in. Or they go to other places to explore. However, whatever you do, people have different notions of how to explain this. Some people say that we are living in a multiverse where there are many different bodies in many different places at the same time. I don't know what it is. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know and understand the metaphysics of it. I am a psychoanalyst, so I am seeing it as an experience. The experience is a real experience. And if you can get that across to your friends, then you've got most of shifting across.
Wow. He explained it so well.
He did.
Interesting. I've never seen an older person talk about shifting.
I know. That's why I was like, huh. It's an old guy.
Interesting. But yeah, so that was a huge part of the book talk scene and during COVID. I will say now it's shifted, pun intended, from shifting to like dark romance TikToks like Lila talked about. But that was a really big part of book talk in the beginning of COVID.
Yeah.
Caketok.
Okay. Oh, guys. Okay, before I get into like the drama. Okay, so Caketok. What is Caketok? Caketok is a niche community on TikTok focused on cakes. Specifically videos showcasing like cake decorating, baking, sometimes even like cake fails. A hashtag-driven corner of TikTok where creators share content related to cake design, decorating techniques, and baking. And for you ASMR lovers out there, it does often feature ASMR-style icing sounds, hyper-satisfying decoration clips, or time-lapse videos of elegant cake builds.
Have you seen the ASMR macaron videos where they like click them off of the sheet pan?
No.
Love them. I watch a Caketok person, but I think she mostly posts on YouTube Shorts. But it's like the same difference.
I also watch a Caketok person who mostly posts on YouTube Shorts, and I love her. Okay. Oh, fuck. These look... Yeah, this is the... Yeah, that's the Cake Gate thing.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll show you a couple of Caketoks just to get the idea of what Caketok is.
We love a cake. I personally love decoration
in this video,
videos.
We're going to be recreating this iconic cake. If you have not been living under a rock,
that's beautiful.
This moon and sun cake all over your feed, and you may have asked yourself, who came up with this masterpiece? Well, I'm here to say I came up with this masterpiece. Yes, it was me. I actually made this design last year in April, and I was not expecting it to go viral. I was not expecting it to blow up, but you guys absolutely ate this design up. And I've seen so many gorgeous recreations. Sorry, just had to interrupt my line of thought because this cake is so cute and tiny. But yeah, so many people have recreated this cake, and it makes me so so happy when I do get tagged, and most of the time I don't get tagged. Like I said, it does not bother me. I don't think you have to tag absolutely every time you recreate somebody else's work. However, I'm just here to say, yes, I made this design, and let me tell you how I came up with it. So, I've seen the crescent moon cake, right?
I love that icing color.
Yeah, that's
Where
beautiful.
Where does the other cake go? So then I was like, let me just make it smaller and shove it back in there and call it a moon. I mean, a sun.
Shove it back in there.
And I did, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. Although my first attempt was stunning and I loved it, there's always room for improvement. So I'm going to do this cake design again. 1, so I can see if I've improved. And 2, so people know it was me who made it. Hello. If you want to make it, please tag me. Just so I can see the recreation, because you guys inspire me just as much as I inspire
She's so
you guys.
sweet.
So,
oh my god.
Yeah. So I kept the cake navy just because I think this color looks amazing. I used Wilton navy, a little bit of royal blue, and then some black. And then now I went in with a reverse shawl border all over because it just looked more regal. For the size of the cake, I kept it pretty similar with drop lines. I always use a number 3 right.
Oh, her drop lines are so symmetrical. What the heck?
Is to lock your elbow, so keep it in the same position on the table, and then use your wrist for the up and down motion, and that will keep your line.
What the heck? Her lines are so straight.
They
and then,
are.
in addition, I piped these cute, teeny, tiny stars on the sides.
Okay, I'll pay $200 for that cake.
Luster dust mixed with some rejuvenator spirit, and I used this. Don't use this glitter pump. Oh my days, the way this thing was leaking, my kitchen was literally dripping in gold. And normally I would love that, like, yes, please, but in this instance, no thank you. But anyway, after placing on my fondant sun and moon, I then piped this cute shell border using a number 14.
Whoa.
And then put it in the fridge. Once it was completely hard, I then painted on some more gold luster dust mixture.
That's
and
cool.
then I went in with some big chunky sprinkles.
It's so pretty. You picked the best one.
Hide that seam. Oh, and I painted the stars gold. Yes. And then
these are my 2 favorite colors, bro. Gold and blue.
Crescent gap. And then I piped another shawl border.
Have
and
you
I piped,
read
I painted the stars gold. Sorry, guys. Do you prefer when I just
Court of
narrate
Thorn
what
and
I'm doing
Roses
on the screen, or would you rather
act art?
I've not read it. No.
Story about my life.
I haven't read it. No, I've heard it though.
You should read the
people are like,
series.
What are you doing? And I'm like, are you not seeing?
In
anyway,
the later
that
books,
doesn't
these
matter.
are like
I went in
the
with
colors.
my fondant molds. I have a specific
the colors.
sun and moon mold that I got off Amazon.
I read her other series, Throne of Glass.
I painted them gold and
I'm in the middle of reading
and I added
Glass.
on a bunch of different sprinkles.
I really
as well.
like it so far.
As you can see, it's a very
Assassin
big
love.
for my first design, if I do say so myself.
Right?
Yes, it is.
Look at
Oh, it's so pretty. I love cake decorating. I'm a fiend.
Oh,
look at
I
that.
I love it.
It's so
Should I
pretty.
say it again? I love it. Like, it literally looks like a book cover. It's so mysterious and moody and romantic. Oh, guys, I'm literally obsessed, and I think it's a massive improvement from my first design. I used a different luster dust, which is more of a bright gold, and here it is side by side. As always, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in the next one.
Damn.
Bye, cuties.
That was so good. Holy fuck, that was so good. We should also look at one of these vintage hearts cakes, because that is a topic I will be talking about. Look at, people get so creative. Look at this fucking Little Mermaid. Oh, chat can't see. Like, look at some of these cakes. Look at this fucking cake.
Whoa.
Look at this.
That's a lot of fondant.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of fondant.
Me neither. Me neither. That's a little girl?
Hey, I'm Alice.
Oh my
That's
god.
cute.
4 years old.
This is adorable.
I made a
She's
mini
4!
I love coloring don'ts.
I yelled too loud.
I love using autumn fondant to make the details.
Okay, I'm following.
I'm making his eye. This is a party minion with a party hat. Woo! Woo! My hands are small.
Adorable.
So mommy help me.
Oh my god.
I'm making his overalls.
Oh my god.
Now put it
I
all
can't.
together and I
Oh my
wrap
goodness.
pieces for mommy. And this is edible paint. I made the goggles silver.
Can she make my
I hope
my
you
birthday
like
cake,
it.
please?
Bye. I love you.
This is so cute.
Alice.
Oh my my fucking god, that was adorable. But there's even, like, I love when they do, like, things like this, where they, like, pour different colors. Hold up. Like, the marble thing. Don't let Big Mom see that. Oh, yeah, that one cake with all the fondant. Yeah, that was definitely would have been a cake Big Mom would like. I love things like that. They're so cool.
Baby.
Okay, we get it. One more cake I want to show before I get into stuff about Caketok.
I've only been to one divorce party, and it was such a chaotic night that it doesn't even feel right for me to
This
talk
is
about
a
it.
I'm in an
ad
because shit hit the fan like in so many ways.
But I can see it in the stream, but they can't see it.
As a concept, I'm a fan of.
Because they're in an ad too.
Go party with your friends. And
I saw this though.
I also love the idea of cake at a divorce party, just like wedding cake. I think. Honestly,
I do love cakes at divorce parties.
Regardless.
I saw a divorce cake.
In all black. I saw one in all black.
Yeah, the all black one.
Oh, so you did see that one.
And there
yeah.
Be cake at my funeral. One time I made a joke about like how I want to be cremated and I want the ashes to be baked into a cake, and then at
what
the funeral
fuck?
everyone gets a slice. And not to eat. Like
no.
They would know it's me in there. Now, I don't know what they would do with it. Like, that's none of my business.
I hope not eat it.
And, you know, they would know that it's me in the
I
cake.
wouldn't eat it.
I don't know. I think
I would not eat it.
I'm now saying this out loud and realizing
a child would.
An unhinged thing to say.
Without knowing.
We're moving on. You know the phenomenon where you learn something and then you see it everywhere?
Oh, for sure.
A little different, but I saw this TikTok that was like, comment your most unhinged niche fear or phobia. And I shared mine because it is extremely specific. It's an animal, and everyone is like shocked when they hear this. Because it is an extremely pathetic, helpless animal that like would never hurt a human. I'm not gonna tell you what it is because I'm still traumatized from middle school when people found out about this and then started tagging me in photos of them. It is a real severe phobia that gives me a visceral reaction. Anyways,
someone said it's wombats or koalas for sure.
Now, I swear to God, I've been seeing them everywhere, all over my feeds on every app. I'm so serious. And I think part of it is that
they're not capybaras, are they?
Who vacationed to this particular country recently, where there are a lot of them, and it's like a popular tourist thing to like see them, I guess. If you have a niche animal,
koalas.
Please comment, because
it has to
be.
The
same one.
I love
got
koalas.
Really off topic, but congratulations on your divorce. I hope the party was amazing. Hi.
Congratulations on your divorce.
Okay. Are we out of the
Yeah, Caketok. Yes,
yeah,
we are.
Caketok. That was the vintage heart cake that we will be talking about in a few. If you like ASMR, then you'll like when Shadow uses his ability in the Eminence and Shadow. He says, I'm atomic. Oh, actually, I, for one, am not a big fan of ASMR, if I'm being honest. Are you, Sero?
I'm not a fan, but if I do get tingles, but I don't like watch it intentionally. Like it's not something that I want to watch, but if I like happen upon it, or like if I'll get like those tingles from something that's not even meant to be ASMR.
Yeah. There's like, I guess certain things I think is okay, and certain like when people do
what about
the voice,
a pickle crunch?
Oh gosh. When people do like that soft voice or whatever, I'm fine with that. It's more like noises that I don't like.
Like when they lick the ear mics and
yeah, or like I came across somebody live the other day and I like scrolled right past it. I hated it so much. They were putting like their mic was covered, but they were like rubbing glue on their mic, and I was like, this is disgusting. I hated the noise. But yeah. Anyway, Caketok. We have to talk about Cakegate. So what is Cakegate?
While you're doing this, I'm gonna go potty.
Okay. So what is Cakegate? I shall inform you. So, US-based baker Kylie Allen of Kylie Cakes Desserts Bar and Cafe made one of her signature rainbow cakes that she sells for a customer, and she charges about $80 or so for her cakes. Okay, let's remember that. Keep that in mind. So around April 7th when did this happen? Was this a year ago or 2 years ago? I want to say it was 2023, but I don't remember exactly. Well, anyway, Kylie Allen from West Virginia shared a video on her page where she detailed one of her worst client experiences she had, along with hashtags like bad client and Karen, as one does when, they're... Oh my god, I am so sorry. I need a drink of water. So, anyway, she was talking about her worst client experience, and she detailed how the client ordered one of her 6-layer rainbow cakes. Like I said, it's one of her signatures, and complained about it on social media. And clearly thought the whole thing was unreasonable. Kylie was the one thought it was. Yeah. Anyway, sorry. So the drama went viral, and before you know it, the client responded to Kylie. She posted pictures of the cake, and the cake... Honestly, the cake looked like a child made it. I'm not gonna lie. It did not look like an $80 cake. Kylie quoted saying, upon arrival, she seemed to be really surprised that the cake was covered in sprinkles. We explained to her that all of our signature cakes are decorated this way, covered in sprinkles, which they're... So basically, like, all their signature rainbow cakes, they're decorated in sprinkles. She went on, quote, she even bashed us and put us on her Facebook page. Also a reminder that we don't individually place each sprinkle on the cake, so they may look slightly different in pictures. And, fair enough. But whilst Kylie went on to accuse the client of being disrespectful, she replied, it's not disrespectful to expect quality. Which, honestly, if I'm paying for an $80 cake, I would expect it not to look like a 5-year-old made it as well. So, it's safe to say a lot of TikTok people were in agreement. So, Kylie shut her comments off and kept arguing, trying to defend herself. Many people started digging into Kylie's cakes, and they found out a lot of her cakes she decorates does look like that of an amateur baker, which, that would be okay, but she charges, so much for it. She charges, $80 or so for, an amateur looking cake. And then people started doing even more research and discovered she doesn't even bake them homemade. She uses boxed cake mix.
Bruh.
And, a lot of bakers on Caketok actually recreated Kylie's cake way better than she did.
Oh, no.
And a lot of people on Caketok were trying to be respectful by giving, helpful feedback and stuff, but Kylie was, not having it. She did not like that. It was also later found out that she would copy other people's cake ideas and designs a lot without crediting them and stuff. And of course, her copies were nothing like the original, because they were pretty amateur looking. But her business got bombed with like 1-star, 2-star reviews and stuff. Like she got destroyed on social media. So, yeah. Now, let me hold up. Cakegate.
I remember this.
So I think I found, this isn't Kylie's account, but I did find
a re-upload of it.
Actually, this might be somebody redoing the cake better. There's a lot of people who have done the cake better.
Yeah.
This might be a re-upload of Kylie's video. Hold up. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a re-upload of Kylie's video, and it's not that long, so we'll go ahead and look at that.
I've ever had since opening the storefront.
All right, y'all. If you're here for the Caketok drama, Cake 23, whatever the cool kids
Never mind.
Welcome to Caketok.
Oh.
Long story short, Miss Kylie Allen of Kylie's Cakes posted a video of her worst client experience. I get it, y'all. We all have those crusty custies.
I just said that.
But now the customer came forward with
love
this
pictures,
messages,
Baker.
And,
I watch his videos.
Rough. It was also like $80, which is kind of high even for me, especially when you see it. But it just keeps getting better.
See, guys?
Apparently, she also takes other images from the internet to claim them as her own. And she says she does this for inspiration for her classes. But I actually know a lot of home bakers and small bakers that do this for some reason. Like, why? For me, the proof is in the pudding. Like, if you're going to teach a class, make the cake. But if you're going to pay for the class without doing your research too, then girl, you're going to get gooped. In her cake too, she also started to the top, like adding 16 pounds of sprinkles. I prefer going on the sides first, but we are all our own people, okay? You do you, and I have no clue why her sprinkles did not look like full. I really don't, so you got me there. I do feel kind of out of her that she is getting a bunch of hate. So girl, if you're watching, let me show you this quick free tutorial. Maybe it'll cheer you up. If you're
okay, this is what people were doing. They were trying to give her
smushing the frosting. Just take a crusty cookie cutter, rough up the top a little bit, put a nice layer of frosting down, do a reverse shell border to clean up the edge, and voila! Also, using black on a rainbow cake is honestly kind of homophobic. I do take offense, so I'm going to stop pink and give Trilby the cake they deserve. Also, do we believe this story is true? She now claims to have an interview with the Insider, whatever the crap that is. And, you know what they say, you know, as long as they're talking, I know she has, like, messages and stuff, but it still seems kind of fishy to me. All right, here she is.
Beautiful.
6-layer
Look
rainbow
at that.
cake. And wow, see how even the layers are? Nice and straight, not collapsing like Kylie's.
Look, okay, here it is. Here's the original cake that is in question that started Cakegate. Okay?
Yeah.
Look at this.
It's a disaster.
Her cake is just way
Look
too
at
moist,
this.
or like a Betty Crocker situation, and her frosting is just way too oily. But hey, if that's what works for her, that's what works. Now, this cake that I just did would be close to $80, y'all. Remember, you have to bake 6 different cakes to get this one cake. Okay, I'm super happy with how this turned out. Good luck, Kylie, coming back from this one. The internet is ruthless. Ooh, delicious.
Today I had one of the worst.
Okay. So, there's this, like, I cannot remember her name for the life of me, but there's a Caketalker who I absolutely adore that also redid that cake, and like they did it flawlessly. Like the sprinkles looked even better than his, and I thought he did a really good job.
Yeah.
But I don't fucking remember her name.
Is she still a TikToker?
That is a good question. Well, this is one of the cakes I was referring to that she tried to recreate but did a poor job at. Oh, here.
This client ordered a Wednesday cake. You've probably seen this in a round cake before. So we just turned that design into a sheet cake. I'm not sure who the original design of this cake was, but shout out to them.
Look at this.
As you can see, I didn't like the black under the Wednesday side, so I changed it to white for the stained glass window.
Look at this.
It's not perfect, but I loved it and the client loved it, so that's all that mattered.
Look at what it was supposed to be.
That's so cute.
This client ordered a
like,
Wednesday cake.
Hers.
Yeah.
You've probably seen this in a round cake before.
This is a bit of a disaster. She must not be a TikToker anymore. Kylie Ray Allen.
Kylie Ray Allen. Let's see. Kylie Ray.
R-A-E Allen.
I'm not seeing her.
Kylie Cakes.
Wait, here it is. Yeah, no, she's still on here.
When was her last video uploaded? Those are pinned. Those aren't gonna be pinned. Yeah. Yep. 6 days ago.
She only has 39 likes.
She's a bartender as well, it looks like.
What kind of views did she have before? Oh, it looks like her cake ones. Oh no, the vintage heart cake. She doesn't. Okay, so she does do more content than just cakes.
Yeah. There wasn't a thing that said Kylie's Cakes when you were on the search area.
Oh, was there?
Yeah, if you go, just press the back button. That video right there. The very one in the middle. Like in the middle top, sorry. Middle top.
Oh, here?
Yeah, it's called Kylie Cakes.
Bar.
Cakes Dessert Bar.
Let's see.
So is this a new account?
It might be. It says at Kylie Ray Allen. Unless it's...
Yeah. So she must have made a new account. And it doesn't look like it worked out.
No.
Because this video is from 2023. And there were, like, not that many videos after this.
I mean... She really did screw that customer over. Like...
Yeah. And the way she handled, like, the criticism did not work out.
Yeah. Hi, Angie! I don't like that there's not music. It's making me bored. Okay. So yeah, that was Cake Gate. Okay, I'm gonna... Hold on. I really want to find that, video I was thinking of. So just give me 1 sec. I saw it on YouTube.
Hi, Crispy. We're doing TikTok community drama things, and we're talking about Cake Gate and this one particular cake TikToker currently.
Oh god, I fell down the rabbit hole. Didn't I? I literally just watched it like yesterday. You would think. I think it was yesterday. Was it yesterday? No, it had to be yesterday. Apparently I watched a bunch of shorts on TikTok yesterday.
Oh, shorts. Yeah.
Where the fuck's she at? Oh, I forgot about, like, bartenders and bar, like, TikTok. I was totally gonna write that down. I totally forgot. There's like a huge thing going on in, like, that world right now. Oh, wait. I just fucking passed it, didn't I?
Yeah, there it is.
Is it this one, though?
I don't know.
Nope! This is the Twinkie cake by the person we just watched. So clearly I also... No! Fucking shit. It was this one I was looking through. God damn it. I wasn't even looking through the right thing.
No, we're not getting meth. Hi, Angie.
Crispy!
Sorry, I was consumed in the cake gate. I didn't even see chat.
I really want cake now, guys. Oh, yeah, Sero, this girl, I really liked her, but she's in a lot.
Yeah,
like,
I want to...
There's a whole drama right now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one I was talking about. Michelle.
I like her stuff, too. And then I was finding out, like, all this stuff from her past of being, like, stupid online. I was like, oh, girl.
What about the heart cake? You didn't talk about that yet, right?
No. Hold up, though.
What are you trying to find?
A specific Cakegate video. Short.
Oh, you're gonna have to go to shorts, probably. Yeah.
There was a specific one that I was trying to find.
You're gonna have to sort it by shorts if you want shorts. Otherwise, you're gonna get, like, just full videos.
I know, there's shorts right here. Ah! Found her! Okay, Bake My Day. Yeah, let me see if she's actually on TikTok. Yeah. Ah! I need to follow her on TikTok. Fucking finally! Okay, guys, I just really... Oh, wait. I don't know which one's her cake video. It was probably from a while ago.
Yeah.
Oh, here it is.
Oh, right there.
Here we go, guys. I love her. Love her. But she's actually really good at decorating. Look at that. Look at how good that looks. Look at how good that cake looks!
That's really good. I love the sprinkle. The sprinkle was so good.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to show that one, because I love the technique she did for the sprinkles.
I also want cake. I want cake, bro.
I want cake, too. Okay. So.
Time to hit up nothing but cakes, bro.
Right. Actually, I kind of want to go bake a cake.
Oh, yeah, you could do that, too, yeah. I also have cake stuff that I could use.
Ooh. I'd have to make
Okay, I'm tired. I probably won't do it today, but tomorrow I might do it, guys.
I close, so my option is staying up late to do it. Okay, heart cake. Heart cake. This was more of a recent drama that went down. So the vintage heart cakes on TikTok. If you've ever scrolled through TikTok, you've likely seen these adorable cakes. They're shaped like hearts, And these treats feature like intricate piping and ruffles, sometimes cherries or little dainty designs, and it looks like a cake that's out of the 1950s. They're so cute. Now, here's the thing, guys. Walmart came out with vintage heart-shaped cakes for Valentine's Day. And last I knew, they still have them. Haven't recently checked, but they did. Walmart, we're gonna look right now. Walmart heart cake. Let's see. Yeah, you can still get heart cakes. About $25. Not bad. Oh my god. This is actually really cute. Hold up, guys. Hold up. Like, look at that cake.
Oh, wow, that is cute.
There's... Yeah, you can get... Where'd it go? You can get, like, heart-shaped cakes for about $25. So...
I'm glad that your location at the top left isn't anything doxing. Jeez Louise, Lila.
Oh, my bad. Well, hey, it wasn't even the right,
I know, that's what I said. At least it's not doxing. Jeez Louise. Who's trying to dox us out here, y'all?
Hey, we're still good. That VPN, though.
Yeah.
It's probably still
on.
That's
narrowly avoided oopsie.
Anyway, wrong doc. Okay. So, Walmart came out with vintage heart cakes and selling them for about $20 to $25. And there was a video shared on TikTok of, like, a Walmart baker or whatever showcasing the vintage heart cakes at Walmart, and it received like 1.5 million views and a lot of positive comments because people were excited, like a cheaper alternative to these really beautiful cakes that were going around on TikTok, right? So why are we talking about this? Well, a lot of like indie bakers on Caketok weren't very happy about this. Across social media, bakers appear to be upset about Walmart's cakes for various reasons. They questioned the quality of Walmart's cakes and ingredients. They also accused the store of paying its bakers minimum wage, thus undercutting the competition. Birdie's Bakery, specifically, quoted saying, "What is actually grinding my gears here are people in the comments under the videos, the cake complaining about what home bakers are charging for vintage cakes, especially when having a birthday cake is a luxury, not a need." And her saying that a cake is a luxury, not a need, whoo, people were not happy about that one. She also went on to claim that Walmart vintage heart cakes are available for as little as $5, which is not true. And the bakers at the store are likely being underpaid, which, I did see people who worked for Walmart's bakery come out and say, like, that's not true, to some of this stuff, like, about Walmart, like, about being, like, underpaid. Like, I'm sure there are some minimum wage bakers, but there are also bakers who aren't minimum wage. Like, I feel like that's anywhere, like, retail-wise, you know?
Yeah.
You got the minimum wage and the non-minimum wage, like, just based off of, like, you know, different stuff. But, yeah, of course, Walmart's ingredients are gonna be, like, less expensive for them because they're a bigger, you know, corporation compared to a home baker.
Yeah, they also buy in bulk.
Yeah.
Because they, yeah.
But
and that's usually almost always cheaper.
I feel like it's a bad idea to attack your customers and viewers and try to make them feel bad for wanting to buy a Walmart cake.
Oh, for sure. That person was not thinking.
Yeah. And
especially when I read
people. Yeah.
I read some of the comments on like other heart cake, like vintage heart cakes things. Kind of going into like, I love this cake, but I absolutely know I couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
And that's just life, especially in this economy.
Yeah. A Caketok. There were Caketok bakers that were shaming people for even wanting to buy a cheaper cake, like we just said. And a lot of them were shaming Walmart bakers for, like, basically not being good enough bakers compared to them, in a way. I feel like it was indirectly they were shaming them for not being, like, good enough bakers compared to them. Or, because I remember watching someone who said that they should just, like, quit Walmart and go open up their own bakery, like, if they were, like, good enough. And I remember somebody from Walmart commented on, I actually like my job. I would never want the stress of running my own business. I like, beautiful, beautiful. So, I know we looked at a couple heart-shaped cakes, but let's look at a couple more. Let's pull this up. Oh my god, this looks so cute. Oh, how I transformed my $25 Walmart heart cake. That's kind of cool. They took the Walmart cake and did something different. Oh, look at the detail. See? It actually looks really good.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, toothpicks. Okay. That's a cute idea.
Yeah, it's a beautiful cake.
It is.
It's simple. It's much more affordable.
Let's see. Walmart heart cake drama. Oh yeah, here's the
Walmart baker is doing it. That's awesome.
Like the Walmart employees.
Yeah. The Walmart bakers.
Like,
I love a like grocery store cookie cake from like either like one of these like Walmart or like I can't think of any other ones that are not like specifically in our area. But you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
they're so good. And they are very affordable, so you can like just kind of grab one whenever. Yeah.
Like, look at how nice it looks.
I know.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
that's so cute.
Oh my god, look at this one. This looks so cute. Woo! Yeah.
Very true.
Facts.
Yeah, no, that comment threw me. Birthday cake is a luxury. I mean, in a way, yes. like there are some people that can't even afford like a Walmart birthday cake, which like doesn't mean that it's like always a luxury. Like you can easily get something more affordable. And that's okay. You're allowed to do that. You shouldn't be like criticized for it.
Oh my god, there's people a Shrek one. There's a Shrek cake.
Oh my gosh. That's okay, my birthday cake.
Yeah, let's just Walmart version. See, it's all Walmart cakes now. Take it over.
Yeah.
Taking over Caketok. That is so funny. But no, there was a really wild one I wanted to take a closer look at real quick.
Wait, was that a custom Walmart cake? The Shrek one?
Might have been. Probably.
Because in the comment it said I've been trying to do a custom Walmart order for... I wonder how much a custom order is. Yeah, so there are Walmart orders for these. That's awesome! So that literally was an order?
Yeah, you have to go in store for a custom for it. But yeah, that is so
That's
cool.
Awesome.
This one looked wild. I needed to click on it.
Yeah, see, I don't...
Walmart. Okay, yeah. Damn. Okay.
Damn.
I wanted some non-Walmart ones to look at too, but you know, that's cool. That just shows how, like, nice the Walmart ones look, you know?
Yeah, they do. There's no reason to, like, get all mad around them.
Holy shit, yeah. Oh my god, they look so cute. Okay, yeah. So, oh! Yeah. Look at the baby one! Sorry, somebody put their ultrasound pictures next to the heart cake. It looked cute, guys.
They can see it.
Oh, yeah,
you're still streaming it.
I'm still streaming it. Well, now I'm not. So. Okay. So, yeah, that's
Caketok.
That is Caketok. And Caketok is just a subgenre of food talk. There's like a ton of stuff, you know.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And food talk. So, but like I knew about the cake dramas, so I was like, let's talk about Caketok.
You keep stop streaming, but you're gonna have to re-stream it in a second here.
Oh, yeah, well, whatever.
So, along with Caketok, we got similar-ish in terms of like you consume it, Water Talk. I'm sure some of you have heard of this. I'm sure. If you haven't, it's literally people talking about showing you recipes for water. That is the main gig. And maybe you're wondering, how are there recipes for water? Well, you just gotta add a lot of shit to it. That kind of makes it not water anymore, but it's still water in our hearts. So people basically film themselves making crazy concoctions with their water. They put flavor packets, syrups. Sometimes people put like certain ices or like make homemade ice that has like flavor inside of it or like fruit inside of it. There's a whole bunch of different varieties. And a lot of the times, I wouldn't say a lot of the times, I think that it started out mainly because people don't like some people don't like the taste of water and they wanted to like still be hydrated but have it taste good. And then I think it took off and we got a little wild. There's a lot of wild things going on. I'm going to have you show them videos now because I kind of want them to see like the process before I go into the other two things.
Okay.
But Water Talk is insane. I personally would never drink any of the stuff that they make because it all looks hella sweet. And I do not like sweet things, so I'd probably get a tummy ache.
I like sweet, but not too much sweet. Like, all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Okay, so what should I type in?
Water talk. Just water talk. Have you ever watched these videos, Lila?
Not really. No. Only
okay. Go to that one, the top middle one. The top middle. Yep.
Okay, hold up. Water talk, guys. We're learning this together.
Hey guys, come make another water recipe with me, starting off strong with my rose gold Stanley, that beautiful nugget ice. And
yeah, so we got the nugget ice, the Stanley,
from the bottle, baby,
the purified water from the bottle.
I am a bottled water girly through and through, and this one is my favorite.
Wow.
We did about a bottle and a half because I have so much ice in there. It is hot as F in Ohio today, so we need an ice-cold beverage. Okay?
Ew.
We're gonna go in with a half a packet of the crushed orange. I had this left over from a different water that I made earlier in the week. I put a little chip clip on it, and then we reuse it for a water, okay? We're not wasteful around here.
How much powder is she putting in there?
Then we're gonna go in with the crushed pineapple. Now be careful with this one. Okay, she'll ruin your life.
This is a mocktail.
Let's call this one the Gemini flavor packet. Because if you put too much, it's over.
This isn't water. This is a mocktail.
It the entire thing. So be careful. I did about.
And then you're adding nerds.
A quarter packet of the strawberry nerds because that's what I had left from a water I made earlier.
Oh my god.
And then we're also gonna go in with a goat flavor, which is the all pink Starburst.
Oh my god.
Another powder. That's 4 powders.
The nerds. And just call me Miss Hocus Pocus, okay? Because I'm making up potions, baby. Look at that. It's giving sunset. You want to know why it's giving sunset? Because this flavor is called the Oklahoma Sunset Snow Cone. And I was inspired to make this one by taking my life back at 42, Miss Tanya, Miss Queen of Water Talk herself. And let me tell you, this water did not disappoint.
That looks disgusting.
The camera is not doing this
but
justice.
I also hate orange, guys. So...
Yeah.
I rate this one a 9.5 out of 10. I will definitely be drinking this again, and I recommend that you guys try this as well.
No, thank you.
There she is, in all of her glory, with her sparkly straw, of course. See you guys later. I love ya. Bye.
So,
so that's an example. That's an example of water talk, right? In that one video, we used a plastic water bottle, 4 plastic powder like containers, and then a I'm assuming that wasn't a plastic straw. I mean, it was a plastic straw, but it was reusable, so we'll give that one
Sero's eyes
a pass.
Stars.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I'm so passionate about this. What I think what irks me the most about water talk
I want to see that one.
is the fact that they like talk about reusable like water bottles a lot in their videos, but they use all of the plastic. Like, she filled her water bottle with plastic bottled water. Like, why not just put the powder in the bottle?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I get you need the ice. So I kind of get that one because the ice, but some people don't even put ice. They literally just fill their Stanley cup with a bottle of water.
Yeah. Okay. I haven't really talked about it before, but, and I don't know if you remember this much or not.
Oh, I remember, yeah. I know you're, like, when you didn't like water, yeah.
I hated water. Just water in general. I hated water. Like, even bottled water.
I remember when we were kids.
Yeah, I went through a phase where I didn't do that many packets, but I did use, like, flavor packets. And then I converted...
Yeah, but you used, like, 1.
Yeah, I used 1 for a bottle of water, but...
Yeah.
I ended up using Propel, mainly, because I was a figure skater, and my coach was pretty strict on us about drinking only water. And so I was like, well, I gotta cover it up, so Propel's clear. So I was like, okay. So yeah, I did drink, that was how I drank water for a long time. And then I was gradually able to do fruit-infused water, which I do still like. I don't drink it as often, but I do like it. Where you just have, like, basically it's just fruit inside your water. The taste isn't as strong, it's a lighter taste, but it helped me like, you know, go down from that. And then I started drinking plain water bottles and only drank it from a plastic bottle for so long until my parents got a water cooler thing. Then I drank it from that. Then I moved out in college. Okay, so now we're in college. And carrying water bottles up 6 flight of stairs is not it. So I got a Brita purified water bottle. And up until whenever my boyfriend and I moved in together.
Yeah.
No, I lie. When I got my first apartment in college.
Oh,
so that was
yeah.
like my junior year of college. I got a Brita sink filter and only drank water from the sink filter in my Brita water bottle. And then I still use the Brita water bottle a lot, like especially if I'm going someplace where it's like I have a phobia of water fountains. We're not going to get into that today, but I have a phobia of water fountains. So if I were to have to like fill up my water from a water fountain and like I know that would be the case, or fill up my water at somebody's house from their tap water and I know that is the case, I will have my Brita water bottle with me. But I have upgraded to drinking plain water out of my reusable cups, like my precious brewmates that I have. And, but I do still use a Brita pitcher. So, I don't have a Brita filter anymore because it caused too much problems. So what we do is we fill the pitcher and I will pour my water into my cup. But, yeah. I am also...
Lila's been on a water journey.
I have. So, like, I can kind of, like, relate with people who might not like water necessarily, but that was too much. Like, every once in a while, something like that would be okay.
It started off sane. It started off as a necessary thing for people that didn't like water but still wanted to be hydrated. And then it went off from there, and now it's just a little ridiculous, but...
Yeah. And, like I was saying, like, it's okay every once in a while. That was basically a mocktail, okay? That was not just...
She didn't even... Do you see all those syrups on the top left?
Yeah,
like, she didn't even play with those. Some of them will put in all those packets and, like, 3 pumps of syrup.
That is crazy. Okay,
and, like, you see there's cotton candy ice cubes are being used.
Yeah. I do want to see the fairy water and the cotton candy one. I want to see what those are about.
Go for it.
Okay, cool. Here's cotton candy, guys. Holy shit.
This can at least be reused and recycled a bit more easier than the plastic. Oh my, what the heck? Edible glitter? Absolutely not.
I'm like, on edible glitter. If it's on like a cake, yeah, but not in a drink. I'll also say, when I was in school, like, sustainability was one of the things I studied a lot. What?
The one, right there, the bottom left. The girl, yeah, she's like one of the biggest water talk girls.
Okay, we're gonna click on her.
Insane.
There was a different fairy water that I saw that I wanted to see.
Oh, it was to the left of the cotton candy one.
Okay, we're gonna watch fairy water and water talk, girly.
Well, we can watch one of her other videos. That one's just her talking, I think.
Oh, well, I'm gonna click on her thing then. Let's see. Taking my life back at 42. Okay.
Oh yeah, the pina colada water, pink wedding cake water, whichever one floats your boat, man. So she does water of the day.
I love pina colada, but pink wedding cake, I'm kind of curious what that's going to be.
All right, I'm running late today. We're going to get to the water of the day. I'm thinking wedding cake with a twist. Let's get to the water bar. Okay, vanilla almond and
so this is your water bar.
What make up wedding cake. So 2 coconut and then 2 of the vanilla almond.
Fill her up.
So just like that, you got wedding cake water. So good. Let's go to our packets. I'm thinking strawberry, and then I was like, no, let's do coconut, and then grape, pineapple. Y'all, flavors are endless. I'm thinking strawberry. Got the all pink starburst. Let's add that.
She's more reasonable, I will say, with her flavorings.
Right?
She doesn't get too crazy.
I'm gonna pour this into this. I'm just gonna add more water and more ice, but I do it in this glass because you guys can see how pretty it is.
But she's one of like the biggest.
That's good. Make that
water talk
water of the
creators.
Day. All right, I'm running late today. We're gonna.
Okay. Oh. Wait. Oh, I started typing. Oops. Okay.
Go. Yeah, we can watch the fairy drink if you want. Now we don't have to. But she's someone that I see.
Look at that blue one. This one's pretty. Holy fuck.
Oh, that's deep blue sea.
Holy shit. Oh, there's mermaid water too. I want to see the fairy one.
I'm not gonna lie, I do like the circle ice cubes. I think they're cool.
I do too, honestly. I've thought about getting the ice cube mold.
So this is liquid IV.
What the fuck?
So this is what you're supposed to be taking for extra hydration / when you have a hangover.
Oh. I was gonna say I've never heard of liquid IV before.
Yeah, this is ice talk more than water talk, but it's kind of a little bit of both.
My bad. Well, there's
no. It has the water talk tag in it too, so.
Yeah. Oh, that's the one I was looking for. That one looked pretty. Okay. But damn. Teacher hydration station? Okay, hold up.
Okay, so I've got to show you all my hydration station that I keep back here behind my desk. So on top, I have lots of different flavors of the Jordan Skinny Syrups that I love. I even have a couple of tumblers in case I leave my other ones at home. A super cute sign that I bought from TPT. And then I have a ton of my favorite tackle boxes from Walmart that I keep everything organized. I have 4 sets right here, and then I have some more down here, and it's just great to stay hydrated. I have a coworker who comes into my room every day during lunch and gets a flavor of the day. I always give him a big old concoction, and it's so fun. Okay, so I've got to show you all my hydration station that I keep back here behind my desk.
Crazy.
Yeah,
water talk sucks.
I definitely think adding a flavor packet to water, totally understand it. Adding like flavor syrups that are meant to go in like lattes and frappuccinos into water, plus the flavor packets, plus like whatever else they're adding is kind of wild. But yeah, Water Talk went crazy. There's so many people that like just do daily Water Talk TikToks. That's all their channel is just Water Talk. And they get like, some of them get pretty good views.
That's crazy.
But it really is just juice at some point.
Yeah.
Like when does it stop being water?
Yeah, that is holy shit. Okay. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, did you talk about this already?
No, I didn't. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We got stuck in the Water Talk videos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, along with the Stanley clips, Lila actually pointed this out to me. I had not heard of this. There's also apparently another big cup in the water scene called the EcoGo Plus.
Yeah.
Which infuses water with hydrogen. It's literally, you put the water in, you close it, you press a button, and it like blows hydrogen into the water. And it's supposed to be healthier water. Oh, there you go. EcoGo Plus. And lots of people are, the TikTok marketplace goes wild sometimes. TikTok in general is weird as someone who doesn't use the app. Yeah, no, it is weird. You can get down a weird rabbit hole, if I'm being honest.
Oh, yeah.
I usually don't go on there much, but when I do, it's usually not for very long. I prefer YouTube Shorts, personally.
Yeah, same. But I also get caught up on there. Okay.
Yeah, no, YouTube Shorts, I get, like, down the rabbit hole way more.
Okay, as we all know, I am huge
into
anti-aging. Okay, this is the next best little thing you're ever going to need in your life. You pour your bottled water in here. This is
an ad, by the way.
And what this is, I'm going to explain. If you want not to be average, but if you want to be the ultimate human, which is what I'm striving for.
Yeah, no,
Gary
like
Brecka,
the TikTok is an ad. I was just saying.
He has come up with this, and it infuses the water, which is H2O, with hydrogen, H2. Now, there will be about over 1 billion molecules added to this. It takes a couple minutes. I like to do it twice. Now, this is $249 on Amazon. You have to buy this one. You cannot just buy any one because they all don't do the same thing and claim to do the same thing. This has over...
If you want to be the ultimate human, you have to pay $240 for this water bottle.
That what it does and the benefits of the hydrogen in here. Now, I'm going to go over a couple. I'm just going to let you know. This is for the elite level, like the elite athletes, Hollywood stars, everybody is on this bandwagon if you can afford this. Now, this one is one you can take on the go. It charges easy. I've used this for the last week, and I'm telling you, it's amazing. My friend got me into this, and now I'm just obsessed. So if you want to treat yourself and you want to anti-age, I suggest everyone buy one of these. And it reduces inflammation. It helps with gut health. It helps with the brain fog. It also helps recovery after a workout.
Who would have known?
If you're suffering with gut health, this right here is going to be the holy grail of anti-aging. Now, of course, you continue your supplements, you continue your vitamins, you continue eating a healthy lifestyle, working out. But I'm telling you, this right here is where it's at.
My God, it does everything. I wonder if it will do my taxes too.
I was so intrigued.
True,
and I could not
Angie.
explain it or understand it. But
ad starts in 1 minute. I'm gonna snooze it.
Okay. Oh, it's done.
go to his website, check him out.
Perfect.
The guy is reversing his signs of aging. He is amazing. He looks great. You guys know, over a certain age,
you can't reverse aging. I hope we all know this.
I can pour it back
Cell
into
death
my water
cannot
bottle,
be reversed.
Take it.
Oh my God, she's pouring it back into
all right, it's
bottle.
super simple, super easy. Now I have over 1 billion H2 hydrogen, which is what we want.
It's
vitamin water.
Hydrogen.
I have a pinch of salt down at the bottom.
A pinch of salt?
Okay. You have to clean this out. Now, depending on what kind of water you're using, I would suggest put bottled water in there.
That barely made anything.
The best benefits, because the most amount of the hydrogen is in there and it starts going down. So if you let that sit for a while, it's not going to be as high as it was when you first had it out of here. Now, if you leave it sealed and you go away, you might smell a different kind of smell. It's okay. Don't be alarmed. But again, this is what you want, okay? This is what you need.
A different kind of smell.
My beauty tip for everyone who is in anti-aging beauty over 40, men and women. And this is for the elite, okay? This is not for the average.
Definitely got a
filter. I love you guys. I'm wishing everyone a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and a Happy New Year.
Yeah, I don't want my water to smell like anything. Thanks, though. So yeah, that's the Eco Go Plus. Another big thing about Water Talk is a lot of selling products. A lot of selling products. Just like in any TikTok thing, it's a lot of selling products. Yeah, that's Water Talk. Now Lila gets to talk about one of my favorite things to look into. I love the Trad Wives drama. I love it. I love Trad Wives drama.
Okay,
I watched YouTube videos on it. It's pretty interesting.
Yes. Did you hear that burp? I'm sorry if anybody heard that burp. My bad.
No one heard it. Well, I didn't hear it. They might have heard it. I didn't hear it, though.
Okay.
You're good. You're good, bro.
I just categorized this as wives/moms because we have trad wives. We have Mormon wives, which is kind of goes hand in hand, if I'm being honest. There's boy moms. And, I mean, there's other moms, too, like Ash Trevino. Oh my god, she's a fucking hot mess. And, that one diaper mom, I can't remember what the fuck her name was, but... yeah, let's... Trad wives! Whew, okay. So. Oh, boy. Okay. Trad wives. Trad wife, short for traditional wife, is a TikTok aesthetic and lifestyle trend where women embrace and showcase traditional gender roles focusing on homemaking, submissiveness, and family-centered life. It draws inspiration from the 1950s household wife idea. Whew, sorry, excuse. Whew, big yawn. Okay, so content for a trad wife. It's usually like women cooking from scratch, baking, cleaning, running households, vintage style outfits, modest dress, soft glam, homemaking routines with like calm music and vintage filters, emphasis on femininity, nurturing, and being a stay-at-home wife or mother, sometimes paired with religious or conservative values, though not always, but that is why I had Mormon wives down, because there's a lot of Mormon wives that are trad wives, so kind of goes hand in hand with the like ideals there.
Mm-hmm.
But some controversial stuff about trad wives. Supporters see it as empowering, choosing a domestic life, embracing femininity, and opting out of hustle culture, which is like fine to an extent. We'll get into it. Critics argue it romanticizes outdated gender roles, lacks... Oh my god, I am so sorry. I cannot stop yawning. Holy shit. Critics argue...
Me and you both, man.
Right? Critics argue it romanticizes outdated gender roles, lacks inclusivity, and may be like subtly like anti-feminist, basically. It often sparks debate around choice feminism, gender dynamics, and societal expectations. So, trad wives. I'm gonna talk about two of like the biggest trad wives, Ballerina Farms, aka Hannah Nealman, and then there's also is it Nara Smith? Crap, I don't even remember how to pronounce her name. But
yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah, they're two of like the biggest trad wives. Now, Hannah Nealman is actually Mormon, where Nara is... I actually don't know. I don't think she's Mormon. Hold up. Wait a second. Let me not put my foot in my mouth, but I don't think Nara's Mormon. Smith, is she Mormon? She does not consider herself a hardcore Mormon. She did not get married in the Mormon temple. Okay. Okay. Well, I feel like being a Mormon's pretty, like... It can be pretty hardcore. So, like, if she didn't get married in the Mormon temple, like...
I don't know.
Oh, but she joined the Mormon church upon her marriage to her husband.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That makes sense.
Okay. Because... Okay, we'll come back to them. Anyway. Just tradwives in general. Just kind of want to talk about it, you know? I don't think there's anything wrong with choosing to be a stay-at-home mom or a housewife.
No, absolutely not.
Or traditional wife. But there is a big difference from choosing it yourself versus your husband choosing it for you. That I kind of want to, like, get into a bit and really, like, emphasize on. Because there's a lot of tradwives who will go around talking about how I'm not a feminist because, and then they list off a bunch of things, and it's like, you're so fucking stupid because the only reason you can do those things is because of feminism. And it's kind of the same with tradwives, okay? I'm not gonna lie. Like, there is a lot, I won't say all, but there is a lot of tradwives who are anti-feminists or pretty conservative, and there's nothing wrong with being, like, conservative, whatever. But the whole thing about, like, feminism that gets me is that they'll say they're anti-feminist, but it's like they have a job outside of just working in the house, and it is social media, making content, making videos. That is their job. So they are working. For those who have said that they don't want to work, you are working. And I just view it as, like, myself, I view it as, like, pretty hypocritical to be like, oh, I'm anti-feminist, I am choosing this lifestyle, and it's like, okay, the only reason you get to choose the lifestyle is because of feminism. Like, you wouldn't have that choice if it wasn't for, like, feminism, you know?
Yeah, you would just automatically have to be that.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have the choice to... Yeah.
Yeah, like, it's okay to be submissive. It's okay to, you know, be a homemaker and be a mother. But it's not okay to shove that down someone's throat as the right way. Just like you could say it's not okay for, like, the opposite. But that's what I feel like a lot of I don't want to say hostility, but a lot of the, like, people not liking tradwives comes from, because they are kind of shoving it down your throat or making you feel bad that you can't make all these homemade meals for your family, or that you should be, like, in the home and not working and stuff like that. So it's, you know, a bit controversial, but I guess I'll just kind of combine the religious aspects in Mormonism into this. The other big thing is that, like, where a lot of controversy comes from is religion. And there's nothing wrong with religion, obviously. Like, I'm pretty open about that. I am Catholic, even though I don't necessarily agree with certain aspects. But the Mormon church and other branches of, like, Christianity and stuff that are pretty strict, you have to think about how these girls, well, not Nara's case, but Hannah's case, which we'll get into, you're taught at a very young age that you're basically, like, your role in life is to, like, procreate and be a mother. So it's, like, hard for these women who may or may not be in a difficult situation, to not see that, because there's a lot of people, like, when we get into Ballerina Farm, we will get into it, but there's a lot of people who have tried to be like, oh, she should leave her husband and stuff, and it's like, I guess in the Mormon religion, when you get married in the Mormon church, that's like your partner for like eternity. So like even if you get a divorce, you're not like fully divorcing them. They're your partner through eternity. They get the kids and everything. So I like that. There's a lot of stuff that I feel like other people don't necessarily think about when they go in and start commenting on stuff. It's like not that easy. But I feel like I'm just rambling. But this is just kind of like what I think. So yeah. Sero.
I agree with what you said about just like in general, women should be allowed to do whatever they want. So if they want to be housewives, that's their choice, and we shouldn't like look down upon them or criticize them for making that choice. Like we aren't living their lives. If they're happy doing what they're doing, then that's all that matters. But on the other side of things, there are a lot of, especially people in the trad wife community on TikTok, that criticize non-traditional women as if that's like you said, as if it's not their battles that made it possible for them to even have a choice in the first place. Yeah. So it's like, yes, a lot of the trad wives are very like traditional and standard, but they still aren't like the historical or like exact perfect trad wife. Like there are still like certain things that they do that would be maybe a little too modern or a little too like there's wiggle room. They get wiggle room. Yeah.
They make videos.
They get wiggle room because there are exactly. There's wiggle room because they have a choice, not because like they're trad wives, you know? So I don't know. And like I have different because I'm not religious. I didn't grow up religious. My parents are religious, but I wasn't really told anything about it or whatnot. So I don't have that aspect of things. So I can't really relate to like having this ideology pushed upon you at a young age and then just kind of seeing this as your only path.
Oh, hi Dre! Thank you!
Thank you for the resub, Dre!
Thank you!
Wait, I gotta do my walk.
Oh, I love that.
Sure. I got this today when I was playing Minecraft on stream because Dre did a hype train, and so now I have that freaking emote, and it's everything.
I love it.
It's a cat serving.
I love that.
It's so
that
good.
Is perfect for you. The color and everything.
Yeah, I definitely think you have a closer idea of what they might be feeling just because you did grow up in Catholicism, like you did the classes, you did like the ceremonies, like you know the growing up parts of it, even if you aren't like necessarily you didn't grow up to agree with everything they said, like you challenged things and you didn't like, but I do think you have more of a perspective on that than I would personally.
And like I feel like because obviously like I grew up around people with other views and ideals and stuff.
Yeah.
Where I feel like whenever I hear about someone from the Mormon religion, they're surrounded by people in that religion. That's all they know, which is different.
Even when they go to college, they go to a Mormon college or a Mormon predominant college.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, yeah. There's not a lot of branching out.
Yeah. And like I said before, just like trad wives doesn't necessarily mean Mormon, but the two do, like there are a lot of Mormon women who are trad wives, so it does kind of, you know, go hand in hand a little bit, but yeah, it's It's interesting. Now, I will say, I kind of think the aesthetic is cutesy. And I love the idea of making things homemade, but not, like, every day. And, like...
Yeah, no.
Like, one of the girls, she's known for being decked out in cocktail attire and making, like, extravagant meals homemade. And, oh my god, I could not. Like, all power to her, but I couldn't. And I love cooking and making things homemade and stuff, but I can't imagine doing that every day for toddlers and a husband and being with the toddlers all day long.
When would I play video games? When would I play video games?
When
I would have no time.
No, because then
I
you'd
have no
have to play
time
while they're asleep.
Yeah. Or continue cooking or baking or...
Yeah. Yeah.
You'd never play a video game again.
No. And the thing is...
Unless you play on a Game Boy Advance.
God. And the thing is with some of these trad wives, I'm not saying all of them, some of them, they do, like, they'll say things like, oh, if only, like, I was born in the wrong era, or I should have been born in, like, the 1950s or whatever. And it's like...
Girl, no.
I don't even think women were even allowed to have, like, their own bank account until, like, the 70s, right?
Let's look it up.
I'm pretty sure. Like, women couldn't even have their own bank account. So, like, the money that they're making off TikTok would be their husband's money, not theirs.
Yeah, 1974.
Yeah. Like, that's crazy. And it's
that's
like...
only... that's 50 years ago.
And, like, the other thing is so many... Like, this is just without trad wives, okay? Just without trad wives. So many women are in domestic abusive relationships that it's, like... And it's already, like, hard to leave. Can you imagine the mindset of growing up and say, like... And I'm not saying... Okay, hold on a second. I want to put it out there. I am not saying that, like, the Mormon religion is, like, abusive and, like, women get abused or, like, trad wives are being abused everywhere. Like, I am not saying that at all, so I don't want anybody to come at me for that. But it's, like, the statistics for a abusive relationship, domestic abuse, is already so high that if you're growing up in a religion like the Mormon religion or a religion like that, it would, I feel like, wouldn't it be, like, harder to even leave that situation? Like, that's all you know? So, submissing to your husband, doing everything he says, and, like, going into that traditional role as a wife, if you're in that situation, it would be really hard to leave. Now, there are some trad wives who are like, oh, my husband is, like, he would never do that to me. Where we know a lot of guys have said that and then end up doing that. So it's like, and in the 50s too, there was a lot of abuse going on. That, and, like, women couldn't leave. And that's what feminism, like, you can leave. So
you're not property. You own yourself and you can get out of the situation.
Yeah. What is the statistics for...
I looked it up and there's not a really good specifically for the Mormon church. There's not.
Well, I'm just in general. I'm not surprised that there's nothing specific for the Mormon church. They probably keep that shit, like, under wraps, just like...
I mean, there's a lot of cases of abuse, like, within the church, but it's kept within the community. So...
Yeah.
There's no, like, scientist that's making the stats up,
intimate partner violence, SA, and stalking are high with over 10 million people each year in the United States, just in general. I'm not saying within the, so over 10 million people a year in the United States. 1 in every 4 women experience domestic abuse in the United States. So just that alone is really, like, I would say is really high. So I can't even, like, imagine what it might be. So, yeah. Oh, trad wives. And my ear just popped. That was lovely.
Oh, Ballerina Farm, bro.
Yeah, Hannah Nealman, Ballerina Farm. God, I gotta pee. Okay, I'm gonna go pee. I'm gonna try to pull up just a random tradwife video, I guess.
We're tradwives. We believe in gender roles in our marriage. We're tradwives. We believe a clean home is a happy home. We're tradwives. Always obey our husbands. We're tradwives. We choose to stay home and support our husbands. Tradwives. We always have dinner ready when our husbands get off
Okay,
work.
this is not a real one. This is a skit, guys.
I was gonna say this is a skit. I was trying to figure out if it was a skit or not before leaving.
Just play that one, go pee. Play it and go pee. Go pee. Goodbye. All right, guys. Teach your family how to love and care. Bake something for them. Keep a sourdough starter so you can always make fresh bread. Nourish your family with nutrient gross food. Learn how to keep a garden to grow your family. Oh my gosh. What the heck? That was so quick. The spiny mops suck ass. They do. They do suck ass. So they're homesteading. They're baking fresh bread every day. We got that. Mm-hmm. Keeping a garden to feed your family. Sugar is sugar, even if it isn't ultra processed. Yeah, I'll read one of the replies. Usually a real homesteading mom isn't going to be a perfect trad wife who wears dresses and bakes all day. It's dirty, stinky, long, hard work. I will say homesteading can be... Oh God, it's trad wives. Yeah, we're talking about TikTok communities and we're on the trad wife section. Lila is going to the bathroom, so we're just reading some comments. Welcome in, Winter. Welcome in. But yeah, no, like homesteading is not clean. Like handling animals, handling like wildlife, plants, like veggies, all of that stuff. It's not clean.
And a lot of them will homeschool their kids too.
Yeah, I could not do all of that and homeschool. Absolutely not. Yeah. Someone says, "Love me a trad wife."
Oh God.
This is what we want, but the kids are in high school now. My husband and I will be moving onto our land when they... That's cute. That's cute, I will say. Kids are moving on. You and your husband just get to live out, like, on a farm somewhere, homestead, like, live a nice life.
The Stardew Valley dream, bitches!
No, we talked about that, Winter. Winter said, it's funny that trad wives never talk about the money they get from social media or sponsors. Mm-hmm. Very true. Mm-hmm. Very true.
Oh, shit. Okay, hold up. I kind of want to see what she says to young girls, because that's also what we were talking about. Young girls seeing this.
So one of the most common questions I get asked is my advice to high school girls who want to be traditional wives in the future. So first of all, you may or may not be super supported in this idea. And that is okay. Coming from me, I was not super supported in my decision to drop out of college and become a traditional wife. Oh. But I will tell you this, your family members and your friends usually come around. And if they don't, that's okay. You are supposed to be happy in life.
I love her hair, I will say.
Being happy is going to look different for everybody. To go to college or not is a personal decision. So think wisely about what you really want to do. Don't feel pressure to go to college. Don't feel pressured not to go to college.
Someone said, I thought you people were extinct.
It's okay to take a gap year, take a step back. You just graduated high school. You've probably been in public school your entire life since you were 5.
I was just thinking that too, Angie.
Take a breather and figure out what you want to do. Personally, I was homeschooled in high school, and after I was done with high school, I took a gap year and I got a part-time job at a supplement store, and that is where I learned a lot about nutrition and supplements, and I had a lot of fun with it. And then I went to college. I went to community college a year later. I highly recommend community college.
It's the same fabric as your bedding.
University any day, especially because your first 2 years are very important, and you don't want to go back and forth when it comes to changing your major.
Look at it,
when you go to university,
I see. Yeah, it has more.
Whereas in
but it's very close.
College,
You're right.
You have
it is very close
to choose from, so it's a lot less stress when it comes to picking your courses and your major.
I'm bored.
Yeah, move on to Hannah.
Yeah, we're gonna look at Hannah Nealman, aka Ballerina Farm, and I'm not gonna show you guys me misspelling ballerina, so I'm gonna get rid of that real quick. So, Ballerina Farm.
Yeah, I don't know. In this economy, how are they surviving on one income?
Yeah, well, they're also making TikToks.
They're not. That's the question. That's the answer. They're not surviving on one income.
This lady here, Ballerina Farm, is married to the, oh, fuck, my bad. Forgot y'all were looking. Okay, I'll just give you a background real quick. Ballerina Farm, Hannah Nealman, the it girl for trad wives. She's one of the most popular trad wives on the platform. She is Mormon. Hugely popular social media persona with nearly 22 million followers across TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. She lives on a 328-acre ranch. She has 8
328 acres?
Yes, 328 acres.
Bruh. That's beautiful.
Her 8 kids, and her husband Daniel.
8 kids, damn.
It is a dairy farm, I think.
They got cows. She's Mormon. She's Mormon.
She's also very well known for participating in the 2023 Miss American pageant and won the title while 20 weeks pregnant. She was 20 weeks pregnant when she
That's crazy.
won that title. And then she also she went on to compete in the Mrs. World pageant in January 2024, just 12 days after giving birth.
All right. Damn.
So who is Hannah? Hannah. Crap, my stuff's out of order. Give me a hot sec. Okay, let's talk about Hannah. She and Mr. Nealman, or Daniel, met during her senior year of college. Yes, college. And she graduated in 2012. They already were married and expecting their first child. So here's the thing. This is why I don't like Daniel. I'm biased, I'm sorry. So, in her words, quote, Daniel and I met at a college basketball game in our early 20s. Though he asked me on a few dates, in the weeks following, I was busy with school in New York City and focused on my dancing career. Her dancing career. Let's talk about that. So, Hannah studied at Juilliard. Juilliard.
I didn't know this lore.
She studied at Juilliard as a ballerina. And you're gonna understand why I hate Daniel.
Yeah.
So, okay. These are quotes and stuff from interviews and articles that they did. I wanted to get, like, things that they said. Daniel revealed that Hannah turned down his advances for 6 months before he took matter into his own hands. Daniel's dad is the billionaire founder of several commercial airlines, including JetBlue. And when Daniel discovered that Hannah was flying with JetBlue on a 5-hour flight, he pulled some strings to sit next to her on the plane. So this man was chasing after a girl that for 6 months kept telling him no, pulled strings from daddy's company to sit next to her on a flight for 5 hours.
Welcome.
Oh.
Give it a follow.
Oh, thank you. So,
welcome to the Geektastic Galaxy.
Woo! Hannah was still at Juilliard when Daniel kept asking her out and told Daniel she wanted to date for a year before they married so she could finish her studies.
Valid. Very valid.
Daniel told her they had to get married now. In quotes.
Fuck him.
To get married now.
Bruh!
And 2 months after
she dropped out of school.
2 months after the JetBlue flight, they tied the knot. 3 months after their wedding, Hannah fell pregnant with their first child. There is a lot of controversy surrounding their relationship.
Do you know if she graduated or did she drop out?
So, from what I found, she graduated in 2012. I want to say she did graduate from Juilliard, but she obviously has not been able to do anything with ballet professionally.
Yeah.
Did Hannah graduate Juilliard? Yeah, Juilliard's one of, like, the most prestigious and hardest, like, places to get into when it comes to, like, music and art and dance and stuff. Fucking girl was in Juilliard. Okay, hold up.
I found a video of her dancing 9 years ago while pregnant with one of her children.
I think she was pregnant and dancing when she was still at Juilliard.
Yeah. That was 9 years ago, so that would have been...
Okay, yeah, she did finish.
Good. I'm glad she at least finished. I thought he was like... Yeah, at least she finished.
Let me see if I can find a video. Oh, I forgot I'm not sharing TikTok. So there's oh. Well, hold up a second. Let's look at this one.
Whoa! What the heck? Balls! There's some balls on the screen, guys.
There were?
Yeah! Animal balls.
Oh. So
it was like full on, just like on the screen.
This is Mrs. America. She does pageants instead of ballet, guys. And she is good at pageants, okay? Oh, I see. She is very good at pageants. Oh, crap. Okay, there we go. I was like, shit, it's not loading. She does do a lot of work on the farm. She homeschools her 8 kids. Yep, she homeschools her 8 kids. She makes food by hand, including condiments like mustard and Worcestershire sauce. All by hand.
She's living life on the prairie.
Some bread today. We were making 2 batches, so 4 loaves. Oh, and I also wanted to let you know
very pretty.
5-pound bags of flour are restocked in the new packaging. Okay, Toby, we're gonna go grab some. I was gonna go grab some.
She also did. She did grow up in the Mormon church. Into a ballet studio.
Okay, here's the flower, you guys. And our new packaging.
The ballet studio got converted into
Oh, they have their own flower.
How cute are these bags? How cute are these bags?
Of course they do.
Okay, so this is the flour that we use for our sourdough starter here tonight. And what I love making my sourdough bread with, because it's a strong flour, and so...
Okay, we don't need to listen to this. So she was going to get to convert the barn into a ballet studio. She really wanted to do that. But her husband had her converted into a homeschool area for the kids. So she doesn't even have that. And... you know, again, she's married to the heir of a billionaire, right?
Yeah.
Hannah really, really wanted to go to Greece. Really bad. And she wanted it for her birthday. And she really, really thought that Daniel was going to get her tickets to Greece for her birthday. Oh, I wonder if I can find the video.
It's my birthday present from Daniel. Hoping their tickets to Greece.
Where's it from?
I don't know, the boys took it off.
I took it off.
It's from Ukraine.
So, plane tickets? Ooh, a hat I can wear in Greece.
What's that a hat?
It's not.
A hat I can wear in Greece.
My egg apron!
Eggs in it.
Great, they didn't gather eggs.
So cute. It's really cute. It's a cute one.
Yeah, that's the best. You're welcome.
Thanks, honey.
Not for a long time.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that's a depressing video for sure.
Yeah.
She was so excited.
She was.
And he didn't even, like, tell her, like, he easily could have either, one, got her what she wanted, or two, been like, no, it's not that. Like, so that she wasn't assuming it was going to be that, and just, she had to pretend to be so happy for that egg apron, bro.
Yup. I want to see a video of her dancing. Everybody says she's a beautiful dancer.
Yeah, I saw videos of her on YouTube.
They're probably like...
Let me see if I can find her.
She posts all the time, so they're probably like older videos on her TikTok.
Yeah, they're probably older, yeah. You could probably just put in Hannah Nealman dancing.
Dancing, yeah.
Yeah. It's E-M. Neelemen.
Oh, okay. I was like, what? Okay, here, let's see.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them here.
She's pregnant here. Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is her with her husband.
What's the top? Oh. The top, did you see the top reply there?
No. What did it say? Someone
once said she's the mini ballerina box on his shelf that only he watches. That's sad.
Shit, that is.
He's not even interested.
Fuck. I want to see.
Sad. This is just sad.
Nope. Oh, here we go. Oh, free ballerina.
What's the top left? Is that her dancing in a performance?
Back in 2018.
Yeah.
God, I love this song. I mean, you know sis is good if she went to fucking Juilliard.
Yeah, this is contemporary, but still very good. Yeah, imagine training your whole life as a ballerina. So good that you got a scholarship to Juilliard and you never use it ever again.
And a guy you were saying no to for 6 months traps you. No, I can't say the word traps. Allegedly.
Yeah,
Allegedly.
Lila's really giving us depression right now at the end of our... Man, and I can't say that I'm gonna help because the next one I'm talking about is not happy either. So
well, here's the thing: she stands by like her husband and everything. Okay, because
I mean, but it's still sad. All that potential wasted.
Yeah. Here, let me go back to my doc. She's been quoted saying, I always knew I wanted to be a mom who supported her family. But if you think about it, that's how she was raised and grew up within the Mormon, you know. But no, like, she could, like, that's true, too. Like, I want to be a mom, like, and I want to have a family.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But she's quoted saying, I always knew I wanted to be a mom who supported her family, like her own mother, and then it has the mother's name, who raised 9 children. Her mother raised 9 children. And has 53 grandchildren. Her mother has 53 grandchildren. She said.
Yes.
I didn't know it would look like this, but I'm so proud of what we've built. She's also been quoted saying, self-sufficiency, family ties, okay, Sero, I need help.
Industriousness and land stewardship are deeply rooted in Mormon culture.
Said Caroline Klein.
That's a professor.
Professor. Okay, yeah. So
that's a professor that was studying Mormon communities.
Yeah.
Okay.
Studies the change.
Yeah, I mean, if you're raised with the idea of self-sufficiency, family ties, and industriousness, like, those are going to be foundational things to yourself as well, regardless of whether you would like something better if you branched out. That's what you were raised with, so.
Yeah. I briefly wanted to talk about Nara Smith. I personally don't actually know as much about her as I do Ballerina Farm, but, like, Ballerina Farm basically blew up after that big news article that they ended up hating that was posted about them because it painted her as a caged bird who needed to be set free. But, you know. But Nara Smith, and there is somebody who makes, like, what's it called? Pokes fun at Nara's videos, but not, like, you know, or anything like that. And I love
they're funny. I think they're hilarious. I love them. I think they're hilarious.
Yeah, no, they're so funny.
Have a great night, Winter.
Have a good night.
Watch something happy before you go to bed.
Yeah. Nara is a German South African model, influencer, and content creator based in the US. Nara Smith was born Nara Pellman on September 27th, 2001.
She's born 2001?
Yes. We are older than her, Sero.
Damn.
She's famous for making things from scratch like Cocoa Puffs and SpaghettiOs and elaborate meals while wearing cocktail attire. Nara is married to top male model Lucky Blue Smith, who's walked the runway for the likes of Chanel.
Who is beautiful.
Fendi. Yes. Chanel,
I loved
Fendi, Tom
Lucky
Ford,
Blue Smith.
I
was obsessed when I was a teen.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah, I loved Lucky Blue Smith. Yeah. I did not realize that this was his wife.
Yes. Yes. The couple share 3 kids, and the whole family are often mentioned or included in Nara's TikTok videos. And like we talked about earlier, it does turn out she is also Mormon. So, but I'm not sure if she was raised Mormon. She might have just married into it. I don't actually know. Hold up. Was Nara raised Mormon or married into it?
He was in Uglies? That's crazy. That movie was awful.
Lucky Blue grew up in Utah in the Mormon church.
I did not know this about him. That's crazy.
Nara grew up abroad in Germany with a different set of ideals.
Interesting.
But he is a Utah Mormon. Take that with what you will.
I don't remember why I know him. Like, why I became a fan of him when I was a teenager. I really don't. Oh, he was in a band, I think.
Oh, really?
Sorry. Go on. I'm going to research while I'm...
No, you're fine. I was going to say I'm more focused on the trad wife and not the, Okay, so here is Nara. She is beautiful.
Yeah, she is.
Let's watch.
1 in the morning. Since she's never had a cake, I decided to make her a special one. I'm not a good baker, so I never know how this is gonna turn out. But I kept it simple with a vanilla oat cake. I combined eggs, maple syrup, vanilla, and butter. Blended up my oats into a flour, added some baking powder and salt to that. And then poured all of my dry ingredients into my wet before giving it a good mix. I wanted to make a tiny 3-tier cake, so I spooned my batter into 4-inch loaf pans, baked it for about 18 minutes before letting it cool, and then transferring it over to a wire rack to cool even more. I wasn't sure what frosting I was gonna go for. As my cream cheese and butter came together, I decided to make it raspberry and pink. I added freeze-dried raspberries and a little bit of powdered sugar.
Yeah,
and it was time
wooden
to frost
bowl.
my
That's
cake. This
beautiful.
is the part that's the hardest to me. I put down a layer of cake, layer of frosting, and repeated that until we hit the top. And once we did, I put frosting all around. He wanted to have a go at it, so he did, and realized it was a lot harder than it looked. When I got the frosting to be somewhat smooth, I decorated the cake with some flowers. And even though it was far from perfect, it was so whimsical. Whimsy Lou is
That's
turning
cute,
1 in the morning.
but also very dangerous. You should never put actual flowers on the cake. You should wrap the ends of the flowers in tape so that it doesn't get into the cake.
Well,
but also, she's beautiful.
She is. She is gorgeous. Look at this.
Cooking dishes I've never had before is always a little intimidating, but ever since someone mentioned jollof rice, it's all I've been thinking about. So today I just decided to make it. I cut up some tomato, bell pepper, ginger, habanero, red onion, and poured that into my blender alongside some water before blending it up and setting it aside. I knew I wanted some protein to go alongside it, so I seasoned up some chicken and let that sit for about 2 hours before frying it on both sides, just until golden brown. Took my chicken out the pan, chopped up some onion, added that into the same pan with some oil and tomato paste. Once it became darker in color, I added in my blended tomato and bell pepper mixture before seasoning it with some curry powder, thyme, chicken bouillon, and some bay leaves. I added in some water and my rice, adjusted the seasoning before placing my chicken back in. After 50 minutes in the oven, I gave it a good mix, plated it, and even though I wasn't sure what it was supposed to taste like, this was divine. Cooking dishes I've never had before.
So I will say, people kind of like make fun of the fact that like she will say she's making something for her kids that they wanted, and it like she does everything from scratch, so it's like theoretically it would be done hours later. So like if she's like making a sandwich and everything by hand, it's like kids get it 2 days later. That's like the running jokes. Yeah, no, she's beautiful. Her family's beautiful. Damn, she is so pretty. So, yeah. Man, I was really hoping I could find, like, the SpaghettiOs or the Cocoa Puffs, because I thought that was, like, hilarious, you know?
I'll look.
Okay.
Okay. Nara Smith.
Okay. Oh, she made Cheez-Its! She made Cheez-Its.
Oh yeah, I've seen this one. I got it. I'm sending you the SpaghettiOs.
Okay. I need to see this.
I love Cheez-Its.
I do too. Because it's like, theoretically, how much does this actually make?
Not that many, it looks like.
And it's like, kids are growing creatures. They eat a lot. Yeah, I'm sure. Did it make a lot? Okay, let me pull up what Sero sent, guys.
SpaghettiOs. Okay, so she's just making egg noodles. Got it.
It took an hour to do the noodle.
I kind of want to do this. This looks amazing.
So, that many Cheez-Its are gonna last like 15 minutes. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no. That much SpaghettiOs, I'm gonna eat the whole thing in one sitting. I need leftovers, girl.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so...
Interesting. I did not know this lore. I've seen the videos, but I guess I just never saw one that, like, gave me the connections.
Yeah, so...
I love the fashion. The fashion is immaculate.
Yes, I do. I love that. She's a beautiful model. So... There's been some controversy around her content, with some calling out Nara as another trad wife content creator and being anti-feminist. During an interview with Harper's Bazaar, Smith herself acknowledged those accusations, replying that, quote, "It's not that deep. She's just a working mother who's day-to-day looks different to others. And obviously we did see she did do a magazine modeling shoot, and like those are like,
I mean, she seems to enjoy what she's doing. So I don't know why anyone would have a problem with it if she's enjoying herself.
That's one of the narratives
she's being inventive. It's very cool what she's doing. Yeah. Like, taking processed foods and recreating them for her kids at home. That's cool to me.
Definitely takes a long time.
Oh, yeah, no, it takes a long time, but she wants to put in the hours, so.
Quote, that's one of the narratives that I have a really hard time wrapping my head around. The trad wife, whatever it is, she told the interviewer. Quote, you don't see me getting on a plane, hopping to New York, modeling, coming back, all while I have a newborn, paying bills, filming content, getting my kids dressed, being put into a certain box just because people think that I'm slaving away is so weird to me. I'm a working mom who gets to go about her day-to-day in a very different way than some with a normal 9-to-5 would. She was also quoted saying, I'm a girly girl. I love dressing up. I love fashion so much. She admits, sometimes my outfits aren't the most practical, but then again, fashion isn't always practical. Amen, sister. That's what I do. I post videos on me cooking for my kids and my husband. It's really not that deep. Now, I don't know if it's because I studied fashion and I'm like partly biased, but I don't know, because I didn't look into Nara as much as like Ballerina Farm.
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe there is something that like I don't necessarily know. She did get married really young. Oh, fuck. Spilling the tea. We're on Reddit right now. So everyone knows that Nara's 20 years old. Well, obviously she's older now. This is from a year ago. This is from a year ago.
So she was...
Now I see where the controversy is. It's her age. Okay.
Yeah.
Nara...
I mean, they're only 3 years apart.
She would have been 16, and he would have been 22.
When they met, or when they married?
Give me a second. Everyone knows that Nara is 20 years old. She joined the Mormon church upon her marriage. Okay, so she wasn't even a part of the Mormon church. She joined it for him. Okay.
Because Germany, the age of consent is 14, I think.
Okay, yeah. It's lower than what it is here, or...
Yeah. But I don't know if that counts for marriage, or if it's just... Let me see. Because I mean, we look through the lens of being Americans. Yeah. In Germany, the legal age for marriage is 18. However, with parental consent, you can get married at 16.
Just like with parental consent, you can pretty much get married at the age of 12 here. In some states. Yeah. Doesn't mean it's a good thing. So what many people may not know is Nara is from Germany. Prior to dating Lucky Blue, she was dating a model and influencer known as Benji Colson. I don't know if dating is exactly the right word. I saw these screenshots from way back of Nara and Benji. These are all public Insta now, and originally Nara and Benji posted them themselves. Okay. Started posting photos together in the summer of 2018. Okay. Nara was... This means, math-wise, Nara was about 16 and Benji was about 22. Legal in the UK. But to think that she was catching planes and dating grown dudes in their 20s makes me a little sad.
That's a little weird.
Because right after this, like a year or so later, she met Lucky. Okay, so... Oh, they're talking about tweets on her Twitter. They kind of make me a little sad for her because she hasn't really lived for herself. She seems very consumed in men in her life. But yeah, I don't know if that's necessarily snark, but definitely adds another dimension to things.
Yeah, they married when she was 19. Her and
When
Lucky.
did she have her first kid?
Let's see. Oh, she's also the stepmother of her husband's daughter from his previous relationship. That's not what I wanted. They didn't tell me when they had children. All right, let me see this. It doesn't say when she had her first child on here. Let me look it up.
She became pretty famous on Tumblr when she was 11 and met her husband when she was 16. It's not... Damn. I didn't know she became... Somebody said her dad's a predator. What the fuck happened with her dad?
Interesting. Because this source says that she met Lucky at Fashion Week. But if they met, like, via Tumblr online, that's a whole nother story.
Yeah. I don't
Her
know.
first child was born in 2020. So a year after she got married.
Somebody said Lucky stop procreating challenge.
Her name is Rumble Honey.
She was
Rumble
a teenager. Honey. Now she's
Slim 23. Easy. Rumble Honey, Slim Easy, Whimsy Lou. Those are the 3 children's names.
What the fuck's up with her dad? Somebody said her dad's a predator.
Let's see. Dad.
English and German are her native languages. She has 2 younger siblings. She began modeling at 14 years old. At 18, she moved to California. Okay, yeah. She might have met Lucky. Okay, at Milan Fashion Week.
No, it wasn't her dad. It was someone... I think I'm on the same Reddit post as you. Are you on the LA Influencer Snark Reddit?
I'm not on Reddit anymore.
Oh, okay. Well, I found one that says, like, what did her dad do? And then it had, like, a link underneath it. Not sure if that's the same one. I think it's the same Reddit post because this is the one you accidentally kept switching to while you were...
Oh, I just found another LA Influencer Snark Reddit post about Lila. So there's multiple.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's several. Yeah, this one's talking about some other model's dad.
Oh, okay. So her dad is not a predator, guys. Let's clear that up. That we know of.
Yes, that we know of. We're not just putting that out there.
Yeah, no, we're not putting that
I hope for all parties involved that is not the case.
Yeah.
And you can't trust Reddit all the time, guys.
No. I'm pretty sure her and Lucky have, like, different aesthetics, too.
Yeah.
I think the thing I saw said that she, like, became famous on Tumblr at 11. Not that she...
yeah. That would... I mean, she probably got recruited by a model company from there. If I'm...
She became a model at 14, so...
Yeah.
Probably.
That happened a lot back in the day. I don't think it happens as much anymore.
Yeah.
But during when we were kids, definitely.
I tried joining one of those modeling campaigns. Did not make it.
Well, they're not very nice for short people.
No.
And you were never tall, Lila. You were never tall.
No. No, not at all. Lucky is beautiful, though, I will say. But yeah,
both of them are beautiful. Their children are gonna be beautiful. Like, I have no doubt in my mind.
Oh yeah. It's just like, what?
It's interesting.
So young. Okay, so that's where the controversy is. She's so young.
Yeah.
I said that a little too loud.
19 is very young to get married. I mean, it does happen. It does happen for sure. And sometimes it's not nefarious, but there's oftentimes nefarious shit going on.
My mom
not necessarily with the couple, but
19.
Yeah.
With me.
Is that considered nefarious? I don't know. I think that's more accidental. Yeah. I was an accident too, so.
But my dad was not 22 dating a 16-year-old. Though we are looking from an American lens.
That's true.
From an American lens. But I personally, just in general, don't like the idea of, as long as, like, someone over the age of 20. Dating
anyone under the age of 18.
Well, yeah. 17, it depends. I feel like 17, 18, 19. Like 19 and 17, I feel like is kind of okay.
That's different.
Like, 15,
I just think it's weird
16,
to have a fully developed
14.
brain, like having a relationship with someone that is not even close to having a fully developed brain.
Yeah, not just that, but
okay,
for Nara's case, she is like a beautiful like model, but like not in Nara's case, like just regular teenage girls, like they look like babies.
Yeah.
They look like babies. We looked like babies, and looking back at the pictures and stuff, it's like, holy shit.
You looked crazy.
Yeah.
If only.